Hello, everybody. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's podcast. I'm Warhawk, obviously, since it's my channel. This is Evi Wissa and Hills Hippo,
Hi.
our two guests from
Hello.
last week as well. Um, this podcast is mainly targeting smaller streamers. And as we've discussed last week, we're not the experts or very much experts, but we have some knowledge that we can maybe pass on to more people that are starting out as smaller streamers, right? As new streamers, sorry. And there are a couple of things that can actually benefit any kind of streamer, whether you're new, old, affiliate, non-affiliate. Maybe it's like something we can help each other out. Um, Basically, this is the second episode. Um, we talked about last week. We talked about a lot of things. We talked about how you can set up your sorry, English is not working. I'm so sorry. um I mean, I only laugh when Hippo laughs. His laugh always cracks me up. Like, okay, sorry. We talked about actually streaming to zero viewers. We talked about ways to grow. We talked about how to network properly. We didn't get into a lot of details. We talked about how to talk to your chat, how to communicate with your chat, and how to get your chat attention to actually keep them in your channel, not drive them away. On this episode, actually, we're going to talk about some more points that we think are very important as a streamer or as a smaller streamer, actually, or a big streamer, actually, that can definitely work both ways. First thing I thought that we talk about is mainly focused on content, which is basically Twitch Strike, and how it can help you choose what games to play and when's the best time to play it. Um, Basically, Twitch Strike is a website. It can show you, like, if you stream, let's say Warzone, which is an overly saturated game, by the way, and it's not recommended that you stream it a lot. It can show you at what times in a certain day that it has the least amount of viewers and least amount of people streaming that game. That way, you can actually time yourself to stream in a certain time that will actually get a lot of people to your channel and get people's attention. So Ivy here is gonna show you, is gonna show Twitch Strike actually right now and
Yeah,
how to
one second.
navigate it.
Let me know when it's on.
5 minutes later.
All right, it's on. Basically, this is the website here to show you, of course. Let's see, check this out. Summoners Warlords Centuria. 76 channels, currently 82,000 viewers. I mean, you can literally search for any game you want. It doesn't have to be these, the ones that they have on right now. If you like, basically click on any one of them.
Let's pick chess,
Let's go for chess.
because I love chess.
All right. So if you can see here, it's mostly popular on Mondays, 7 p.m. It will show you it in your current time zone. It's Monday, 7 p.m. It has 189 channels with almost 44,000 viewers. Where on 1 p.m. on a Monday, it has 77 channels with 3,000 viewers only. I mean, if you can time yourself to stream at these times, you will attract more people. You will attract more attention to yourself because you'll most likely be displayed on the top of the page. If you have like 10, 15 to 20 viewers, it will display you, if not on the first page, it will display you on the second page. So chances that random and new people will come to your channel will be much higher. Can you add the link to the chat? Yes. Can you please do it, Evie?
Yes, of course.
Thank you very much.
There we go.
All right. Okay. So that's basically Twitch Strike, and it's a very helpful tool that can actually help you with a lot of games, actually all games, and when's the best time to stream them. Um, Basically, does any one of you use this, or do you stream like generally less popular games, Avi and Hippo?
I, I just play less popular games. Oh,
And how do you
I feel
actually do your research to, for like when you want to play a new game? How do you usually do your research to actually decide if you want to invest time in this game or not?
I just pick a game that I think that I will like, and I don't really care if it's well played or well viewed. And I noticed that most of the time, if I'm the only one playing it, or there's only one other player playing it, that I get much more bigger raids than when I play a game that's actually played by multiple people. Good example for Plague Tale. Plague Tale is the game that I'm currently playing on Wednesdays. I think every Wednesday I had a big crowd of people raiding me because I'm the only one playing Plague Tale, or like the only one with a decent channel playing Plague Tale. So I usually don't really care. That's also because I'm a terrible gamer, and if I would follow the hypes of games, it wouldn't work. People don't show up at my channel to see my gameplay, so I think Hippo is a better reference for that.
I mean, I do come to your channel like, and I see you die a lot, and I just press F F F F F. But it's always
Post
so
F in
fun to
chat.
watch. But it's always fun.
Exactly.
It's always
People,
fun.
co-
Your
people
reactions.
rather people rather come to my channel either to simp or to laugh at me. So it's always
That's
one of
Hippo's
those.
area right here.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Or both,
I
of
can
course, Hippo.
I cannot stop laughing when this guy laughs. I swear to God.
He feels attacked because I said they come to my channel to simp.
No. Come on, let's face it. Most people come and watch you die.
Yeah. So I personally don't use it because there are just a little segment of games that I actually love to play. So I just base on that because before I streamed, I never gamed. Like, I never played any games. Like, the only game I ever played before was Among Us, and that's it. So I started streaming just to talk shit every day and not to play games.
I mean, what you said, like you said something about you don't usually use Twitch Strike and whatnot because mainly because you have your own community. You did build your community.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm talking from a perspective where you have like two to three, five, let's say five viewers only. I mean, this can be like an extremely helpful tool to this to actually help you get new people to join your stream, to join your channel.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, if they join your channel, it's your job to give them a reason to stay, of course.
Yeah, it's the same. The one time I did use it was when the new Little Nightmares came out, Little Nightmares 2. That's when I used it, and I decided not to play it the very first week because I would have been on the bottom of the list because a lot of people played it. But I just waited a week until the hype was still real. But the big streamers already played it, so us smaller fish had more chance to get new people in because they already did.
Oh, very fair, actually. No, it's true, actually. What about you, Hippo? Did you ever use Twitch like before?
So I've used it once or twice. Well, I say once or twice. I've used it occasionally. I've gone on and had a peruse. Just whenever I'm starting something new, I'll have a little look and just more for my own knowledge of how many other people are streaming this, what kind of view numbers they're getting, how many people are on Twitch that are watching this game, how many people are even going to be interested, stuff like that. But I don't let it dictate, like Evie said, I don't let it dictate what game I'm going to play. I'm always going to play something that I want to play. It's just nice to know what to expect
I mean,
and to see how saturated the game is.
I mean, I do have a comment on this. I mean, it does in the end depend on what you want to play, of course. But if you're like at the point where you're trying to build yourself, I mean, you have to make like a little bit of sacrifices. I'm not saying that you have to play something you really hate. In my case, that's PUBG or Warzone. But let's say, let's say, let's say, like when Cyberpunk first came out, it had 1.2 million viewers on Twitch. Imagine streaming that game when it first came out as a small streamer.
You would have you could expect some kind of new traffic coming in
Oh,
because
you'll
it's a
get
brand new game.
you'll
Yeah.
get when you become famous. That's all you'll get.
Oh yeah, you will get a lot of that. Yeah, you will get a lot of that. Yeah.
I mean, um, basically, what we're trying to say actually, Twitch Strike and actually do you a lot of good if you're just starting out. I mean, then again, if you're streaming overly saturated games, I mean that you don't need Twitch Strike for that. Honestly, you just don't.
Mhm.
It's pretty obvious. Warzone, PUBG, Valorant, CS:GO, Dota, League of Legends, um, they're like
Rocket
overly
League.
saturated. I mean, people only go there actually to see like pro players or just a friend coming in to check on his friend.
Mhm.
People don't actually go like find new people and like let's say Warzone. I've never seen this happen. I mean, in my experience, did any of you?
Nope,
Hippo,
never.
you did stream Warzone for quite a bit.
I, s- I started streaming, but that was more because a I wasn't taking my streaming all that seriously.
Fair.
I had, it was just a bewildering hobby that I didn't take seriously at all. And playing Warzone meant that I could play with my friends every day, which I was doing before I started streaming anyway. So I just at the beginning, it was a case where I thought, well, I'll just broadcast what I'm already doing and see what happens, and that was a big mistake. So, but again, anyone who's been to my channel ever will know that that's a very rare occurrence now.
Yeah, but on the other hand, the other day you played Warzone, and one of the people from my community gave you a
Mhm.
ginormous raid
A
only
big
because
raid came in.
only because you were playing Warzone. She wouldn't have raid you if you were playing Spider-Man. So
Or any other story game or
I
something like
think
that. So, it goes both ways. It goes both ways.
if you already made a community, you can put them in, but if you are starting to build one, it's a different case.
Very true. I saw a couple of questions actually one question, but I'm gonna write
Mhm.
that down and I'll address it later on so we can actually
Wait,
try to cover everything.
someone in chat actually made like a good comment. So basically, what you're telling us is don't stream the game you like to play rather than streaming a game people like to see. It depends
That's
on what your
Rockruff.
goal is. Yeah, it depends on what your goal is on Twitch. If you want to grow big and you want to grow fast, don't play Warzone. It just won't make you grow big and fast.
I, I mean, it's not about games that people want you to play. Of course, we're talking about play games that you like, of course, but don't play overly saturated games. Um, I mean, when I first started out streaming, basically what I used to play like Valorant, like it's basically overly saturated games. Um,
Same with Apex.
yeah, and that's when I actually my friend gave me a tip about Twitch Strike. That's when I used it, and I actually got recommended the game Hades. Hades at a certain point of the day, it doesn't have a lot of viewers. It has a good amount of followers, so people can actually notice you there. And I did play Hades for about 1600 hours, and I actually love that game. But not because I had to play it to grow my community, because I actually love the game, but I didn't know about it. So maybe what I'm saying is try to find new games, something that you'll enjoy. At the same time, it's not overly saturated. There are literally millions of games. Uh,
Also, if you want to play like, for example, Apex, because someone is in chat with Apex,
Yeah.
um, put in play with viewers because then you get a lot of new people, like more than you would just play.
Okay, that's okay. I mean, Rocker, we actually discussed something about this last week in terms of how to network properly. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you can't expect to play a very popular game and hope to gain followers. I mean, you have to start networking. Networking, basically, if you don't know what that is, it's basically called making friends in a fancy way. I mean, there are a lot of Discord servers, Facebook groups. TikTok doesn't count. I mean, those are the two major platforms that you can actually network on. Twitter is a bit slower. That's what I feel as myself, actually. Um, Basically,
Depends.
yeah, it depends actually, but the two strongest platforms are Discord and Facebook. Um, Basically, you just have to make friends with people. I mean, of course, you can't expect everybody you make friends with to come to your stream, but it's a very high chance that they will come to your stream. Just as you supported them, they will come and support you. Yeah, don't forget TikTok. TikTok is not basically a networking. It's more like, I feel like it's more like YouTube, where you
No,
upload, where you it's not
it's the
basically a
biggest.
lot of networking.
It's the biggest growth for
It does
Twitch for
it.
the moment. Like, go using your TikTok grows you the fastest way on Twitch for the moment. For sure,
I'm
one
ga-
hundred percent.
I'm doing a separate episode on TikTok and YouTube. That's probably gonna be next week. I'm gonna be discussing like in details about TikTok and YouTube. It's not. I mean, what you said is actually true. That TikTok is the best way to grow, but I feel like you can't start TikTok if you don't already have something on Twitch. So you can actually advertise that TikTok. Did I? I feel
No,
like I
I'm
messed
laughing
something
with
up.
Dutch. Sorry, I'm laughing with Dutch. I'm sorry. I shouldn't
I
read
know it's
chat
okay.
right
It's
now,
okay.
but
It's okay. I thought I said something wrong, or
no,
like,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
oh, I do
I
remember
saw it. Don't worry. I saw it, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. One, if this is a very tangent, guys. Anyone who's watching right now, one suggestion I can make to you is don't allow random people to clip things. That's all I'm gonna say.
uh,
But
I mean, we.
no, I agree with you though. TikTok is a good thing, but you need to have the content that's gonna go on to.
Yes. I mean, well, I'm gonna discuss this actually in more details soon enough. Um, but basically, networking is very important. If you'd like to actually talk more about networking, we can. That's more than fine. I actually love talking about networking. Um, but I mean, we already talked about content a lot. I don't think we can make any more points than we already added, actually. So, we're gonna talk about how to handle raids, and this is Ivi's idea. So, Mike is yours.
Oh, that was a quick introduction. Yeah, so I notice whenever I go online on Facebook or other groups, the most asked question is I get rates, but the people always leave right away, or I don't get raid at all. That's also possible. So, how do you keep your viewers and how do you actually handle a raid? Because we raid a lot of people and we see a lot of people who have no idea how to handle a raid. And then I don't stay in chat either. Like, try to make a raid a special thing. Like, do something special when you get raided. Don't just say thank you for the raid, but get like one special feature in your chat or um, in your live stream when you get raided that people know that they are special when they raided you. Like everybody who raided me knows that I have my silly Eevee dance. And even if you raid me with one or two people, I still do the Eevee dance. And I actually had a lot of people like on Facebook and stuff that just commented like, I rated you because I just wanted to see the freaking dance. So people want something special when they come to your stream.
That's actually I'm writing this down actually. I'm
I
serious. I'm
was
serious.
wondering why you were so quiet. Like, you may know that every stream I get rated at least once. That's not even a joke. I have streams where I get rated 7 or 8 times in one stream.
That's actually
So,
very very good. That's actually amazing.
and most of the time, the people actually hang around for like a long time. Of course, not every raid people hang around. You have people that just stay for the raid and leave. Like, how many times do we say to our community, like, don't leave just yet, stay for the raid and leave after?
Yeah.
Of course, you will always have that, but just talk to the people that come in, be hyped. We have a lot of people that get raided and that say, oh, thanks for the raid. And they just ignore the fact that they get raided and just continue the game. Like, they don't really pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Well, that is the moment that you have to sell yourself. You have to do a little sales talk. That's all you have to do. Like, say who you are, say what you do, say what you stand for, ask about the raider, ask how his game was, how his stream was, thank him for the raid, and just talk to them for a bit. Of course, continue your game, continue your stream or what you are doing, but make sure that the raider and the people that join actually feel special. Like, I went over the raid numbers with Hippo, I think a week ago or something. And last month I had 25 raids with over 300 people, like in total, of course.
Nice.
So those are the things that you need to grow your channel.
Okay.
People, if they know that you do something special, if they know that even if they raid you with 2 people, you will treat them as they raid you with 100, they will raid you. They will be like, that's someone I want to raid. That's someone that we want to put our community in.
It's very true actually. And if you actually think about it, some of it may actually not may actually, some of it is how you can actually talk to viewers, even if you're not getting a raid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, giving attention to anybody who comes along is extremely important. I mean,
Yeah.
even if you don't pay attention to a certain someone, maybe that someone won't get offended, but another viewer can get offended that you don't actually pay attention to everyone. That can actually drag more people out than more people in. It's basically that is very true. Streamers are trusting their community with you. That is
Yeah.
amazing. I fucking love that. I'm just gonna write this down.
I said it last stream, and I'm going to say it again because we have new people in chat. Don't forget, every single second of your stream is your business card. Every
Yes.
single second. So a raid is basically the easiest way to give your business card to someone because you have a lot of people at once and you can just be like, this is me, this is what I'm about, this is my stream. Add something that is personal to you and that describes your vibe from your channel. It can be something very small, very simple, but it just comes up like I do a freaking silly dance. How many times do people uh, put happy dance in my chat in my stream to do a happy dance? I think it's over 300 times in 2 months. So it's a logical decision for me to do a stupid Eevee dance when people come in. And that way they know this girl is bonkers and this channel is bonkers, so we are staying or leaving. That's also fine, but that's my business card. That's who I am, and people will just know right away.
Yeah, I mean, it's very true actually. I actually learned something here. I did write a lot of things down. Um, I mean, I do admit sometimes I don't handle raids well enough. I mean, I do welcome everybody. Of course, I pause my game and whatnot. But it's something that you said that you should do something special. Now, that is something actually. That is something very true I haven't considered before. But It's honestly nice. I'm gonna give it a lot of thought actually today. So thank you for that. That's
Yeah.
actually very helpful. Um, Hippo, do you want to add something
Um,
or anything?
no, I think that was pretty much nail, head, hammer, bang. There we go. That. Listen to this one, guys. Trust me.
Just
Yeah, I
trying
really
to.
wanted to address that because I think that's the most made mistake. And people think like I get raided, but people never stay.
I think
So
the only thing I
yeah,
would add to that, if I may,
Yeah, of
of
course.
course.
having had a few more seconds to actually digest that, is that when a lot of the time, and especially when, say for instance, whenever one of us three goes and raids someone, what is it that we're saying to our viewers? We're saying, come on, we're going to go and hype that chat up. I want to see this. I want to see that. I want to see everyone posting in the chat, all that kind of thing. So on the flip side of that, when you've got a raid coming in, especially if it's the kind of raid where, you know, all of a sudden your chat just goes mad, then acknowledge everyone at least the best you can. Do you know, like if it's just, you know, hundreds of messages coming in, you're gonna miss some. You're gonna miss some. You're live. You're in a game. Like, you know, it is what it is. But just say hello to everyone at the very least. At least read their name out or something so that they know that you know that they're there. That's the only other
Unless,
thing I'd add.
unless you get the one bid brigade in your chat and you get spammed by 1,000
Oh
bits
God, if you get the one
one bit,
I,
alerts going off for 3 hours. Yeah.
I mean, it circles back to a point we discussed last week. Is even if you missed any chat, just go scroll back up and actually like say hi, welcome, person, viewer, whatever it is. Just welcome everybody. Give them like good energy, good vibes, positive vibes. That actually l- stay. That actually be one of like join your community.
have a mod that reads your chat for you. If
Yep.
you miss chat, your mod will welcome the people. So at least someone welcome them. Have a mod that say, "Hey, what's up? Welcome." Get the guy talking, and the streamer will know this right away.
Yeah, exactly. As long as you don't ignore anyone. That's a very crucial point. I mean, if you did, that's okay. Everybody, especially if there's a spam, like you said, spam of emotes, you'll miss a lot of things. So
Yeah.
that's pretty normal. But as long as you just like you don't purposely ignore anyone,
Yeah.
that's basically it. I mean, yeah, I think we did cover everything. Do you have anything else to add about the raids? That's actually a lot of good comments. You know?
Only other thing I would say is that to anyone who's watching, don't feel like you have to do a dance like Evie does when you get a raid. You don't have to do a dance, guys. You don't have to sit here boogie and do your own thing. You know? But when that's my impression of you. Sorry. But when you get a raid, when you get a raid, that's your opportunity to for people to see the personality that you bring to your stream. So, like, if you're the kind of person that's really chill, if you're an ASMR streamer, you're going to sit there and go, "Oh, hello, guys. I'm so glad you're here." Or whereas if you're the kind of crazy person that dances, you're going to start dancing and welcoming everyone. You know, it all depends on you as well.
I think you're just trying to say that Ibi is crazy. No, that's the whole
I don't
point.
need to say that. We know that already. But like, as a for instance, like for me, if I get a raid come in, like I'm not, you know, like I'll get excited about it. Of course, like everyone loves getting raided, but I'm not gonna dance.
Like I said, make it something personal, like that it
Yeah,
expresses your stream and your personality.
yeah, of course.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be imitating anybody else, of course. Uh, if it works for you, it doesn't
Unless
mean
it's an
that's gonna work
actual
for
happy
me.
dance, no copyright.
Yeah, of course. Um, Another thing that I wanted to talk about is time management of your streams, which is basically scheduling yourself, scheduling your streams, uh, being consistent. I mean, if you actually been streaming, if you've been streaming for like let's say a couple of months at let's say 6 p.m. I mean, of course, we all get that you may have something personal to do, go out with the family, go out with a bunch of friends. That's more than okay. I mean, at least you can post like won't be any streams today, so I'm sorry about that, but I'll make it up tomorrow or the day after or wherever it is. But being consistent is very important because people get used to actually go at 6 p.m., let's say, and watch you. And when you don't do that, people will actually stop actually like coming to your streams eventually. It doesn't have to be like the next day, but eventually they'll go to find someone actually more consistent. Being consistent, planning planning your stream is extremely important, and also planning your raid is also important. You can't deny that. But I myself, I think Hippo does that too, and you do that too, of course. Um, I myself, before I go into a stream, the day before, I actually know what I'm gonna stream. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what time I'm gonna be on, and I actually try to stick to it as much as possible. I start running like crazy if I'm late. It's like I'm missing an important appointment. So, um, what I can say is, if you're not consistent, I know that you may have a job, you may have a family. That's more than okay, as of course. Um, but learning to manage your streams and manage your time will actually go a long way in building your own community. What do you
Yeah,
think, guys?
random streams won't make you grow. Like I am not that fixed. My fixed streams are especially Wednesdays and Fridays because Wednesday I have a little other schedule to consider because me and Hippo we like tag team stream, so I stream and when he gets on, I end my stream and I put my viewers to Hippo always every Wednesday.
And then
So
on the Friday, I do the same.
we kind of tag team there. And Fridays, of course, I have my metal release Sundays, and those are at 10 p.m. always. And I have people actually like DMing me all week about my Fridays. So people actually like change their schedules to be there on Friday to see the music and to see like the new things. And that's a short stream. That's mostly like an hour and a half we stream
Yep.
max. But those are very hyped. And also, I post it online, so I have a little banner that I always reuse. But I have actually quite a lot of bands join in, so it's very important to be live the moment I say I'm going to be live,
Yep.
so that people that usually aren't in my stream and seeing that for the first time actually know that I will show up at that time. And I'm always starting 10 p.m. sharp and not 5 past 10, because in those 5 minutes you could have lost 10 viewers.
Yes, indeed. What about you,
So,
Hippo?
yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know that you had more to say.
Yeah, I was going to add, I do have my Sundays that are like flowy. Like whenever I feel like it, I do a Sunday afternoon stream instead of my scheduled stream on the evening. But I feel like on Sunday nobody cares if I stream in the afternoon or in the evening. Like it depends on how I feel. Usually I do my chill streams on Sunday afternoon. And even that, if I don't do it, it's not scheduled. People are actually like, hey, where's Pyro? And it's not even a scheduled stream.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, surprise streams can happen with uh anybody. That's more than okay, of course, but it's it's not something that you do often. Let's say that you stream like 3 days a week. I mean, like let's say this week you stream 3 times, the next week you stream five, and the next you streamed four, and so on, of course. I mean, that kind of thing doesn't not work actually. I mean, your schedule can actually change, of course, but as long as you actually know how the change is going, you can't afford to do anything random.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
of course, uh, I lost my train of thoughts. I'm sorry. Um, woo. Sorry. Okay. Basically, that's all I have to say about scheduling and being consistent. I mean, anybody want to add anything about this?
Yeah,
Uh,
actually, oh shit. And now I lost my thoughts as well. Okay. Also,
all
yeah, what I was going to say, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
One second. If you don't have a scheduled stream, I noticed that a lot of times people don't get a notification that you are live.
Yeah.
Like I get that a lot. Like, oh, I didn't get the notification you went live. And if they know what time you are live, what day, they will just check if you are live.
Yeah, I actually had an experience with someone from my viewers that told me like you stream usually at 11 p.m. That's my current time zone. I was like, no, I stream at 8. They told me that that's weird. I received my notification at 11. It's like, wow, 3 hours difference. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's how actually people can know when you stream. That scenario happened with actually a new viewer in my community, so I don't blame him. Um, but if you actually have a consistent schedule, people will know that without getting notification. Oh, it's 6 p.m. So this person or that person is live. So let's go check him out. Let's go hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it basically becomes like a habit where you're actually like a loyal viewers or loyal community. So stick to that. Any change that you want to do, make sure to actually inform everyone, whether it's on your Discord, whether you mention it as a note on your stream, whether you schedule it on Twitch itself. You can't put your schedule on Twitch on your channel. You can like specify that this day I'm gonna be streaming at this time. So that's more than okay as well. Just be consistent, be scheduled, because you have no idea how important this is. And of course, when you go live, make sure that you have a proper plan on what you're doing today. You want to play this game, play this game, but stick to it. If you want to play 2 games, then also stick to it. You want to play this for an hour and that for an hour, whatever it is, just stick to it. That's all I'm saying. Stick to your plan, and that plan goes actually not just for what to stream. That goes for your goals as well. I'm not talking about sub goals. I'm not talking about follower goals. I'm talking about your goal as a streamer. What do you have a goal for yourself? If you still like struggle, I mean, I find like if you still struggle with 1, 2, or 0 viewers, I think you just have the wrong goals set for yourself. That's honestly what I think, because as we said last week, most people start with the goal that they want to reach affiliate, right? I mean, we can. I did start like that. I did myself.
everyone starts that way, and then the moment you get it, you realize that you should have set yourself a bigger goal.
Yes.
My goal was bigger from the start. I'm sorry. I set a year goal and I'm working towards that. I didn't put an affiliate goal. I put a year goal. I want to have 1,000 followers by the end of the year and a 30 average. That's it.
Yeah,
So that's what I did.
something like this, baby. I remember the Wade last week. I swear to God, brain farts. um, some.
I forgot about that.
How could you? I actually kept it in last week video. I
Oh my god,
purposely left it.
the weight.
Alright, so Ms. Nora actually said you still have to promote yourself.
Yes,
It's
yes.
actually true. You do have to promote yourself, but uh not it doesn't have to be like you have to reach affiliate to promote yourself. You can still promote yourself if you're not affiliate. You can still promote yourself if you're partnered. That's well, that's not what actually I was talking about. I mean, promoting yourself on Facebook, promoting yourself on on Discords, many different networking Discords, um, promoting yourself not in other streams. No, um, there are a lot of ways you can actually be in like what Ivy did. You joined a lot of metal communities on Facebook. You said that, right?
I, no, not on to be honest, because you said Facebook, I don't believe in promoting your stream on Facebook because you lose a lot of credibility. You have a lot of follow for follow. And if you have follow for follow, you just lose all credibility on your stream. And I feel like the Facebook groups, it's all they are. They are there to make those that are already partnered or close to partner bigger, and all the rest is just follow for follow. So I don't post in any Facebook group, like at all, because I don't believe in it. But what I do is Discord, Instagram, and Twitter. Miss Nora knows what's up. On Instagram, I tag a lot of bands when I do the release Fridays, and they reshare it almost always. Like, I had Attack on my lineup, and they retweeted me on their fucking Twitter. Do you know how big Attack is? The fact that they reposted that, retweeted that, is much more important than having 10, oh, I will follow you. Will you follow me back on Facebook?
No,
And
I'll plain tell them that I'm not gonna follow you back just for that purpose. Yeah,
Yeah, but
it's not about
that's
being
what
rude.
happens. Yeah.
It's not about being rude, but I don't do follows for follows. Oh, speaking of which, wanna become
no,
famous?
oh my god! Imagine one just showed up. Most of those come from Facebook. That was the only other thing I was going to say. Is that most of that stuff that want to become famous? Here's a bot. Here's loads of bots coming in. All of that stuff that comes
You
from
guys were
Facebook.
slow, by the way. I was the fastest.
When you say that, I clicked it to delete it, and then you're like, nope, it's gone. So
Too slow, too slow.
imagine what are the chances that just happened as we're talking about
I know,
that?
right?
Like, what? Oh, we're living in a simulation. It's the Matrix. Oh my god. But yeah, the only other thing I would add to this, we was talking about schedules, and we've got a bit sidetracked. The only other thing I would say to that is obviously have a schedule. Have a schedule. Even if you can only schedule yourself for one guaranteed day per week, where you know that on, say, a Thursday, you know that between 8:30 and 10:30 you can stream. Even if that's your only day of the week, make it your schedule, and whatever your schedule is, whatever you know you can achieve weekly as a schedule, do that. If you're the kind of person that, like, you do, say, 3 days a week, and some weeks you can also do a Tuesday, just take the Tuesday off. If you're at home and you can stream but it's not on your schedule, just don't. Just like, I know most people think that you need to put loads of content out there to get going, but no, stick to your schedule. Like, if you're not scheduled for a day, don't stream on that day, because it's like we said at the very beginning of this whole point. The random streams that are not on your schedule are not going to help you. If anything, they're going to do the opposite.
Very fair, yeah. And that's what I also fear about um talking about, and we're getting sidetracked again, but people who have, let's say you've been having a very good week with like minimum of 15 to 20 people, then the next week you're having 3, 4, and that's where you don't have to stream more than an hour and a half. That's what I think, because if you do stream more, you're gonna hit your average viewers way too hard. Am I wrong?
Depends if you care about your average viewers or not.
If you're exactly.
And also, it depends. Sometimes I had this conversation with both of you. I had a stream on a Sunday, and I had 4 viewers. That never ever happened to me, that I was sitting on 4 viewers ever. Like, it started off good, but all of a sudden I had 4 viewers. And Hippo was doing something, and I was actually just waiting for him to come back to turn off the stream. And in that moment, I got raided 7 times, and I ended up with 100 gifted subs and over 8,000 bits. And at that moment, if I decided to quit on those 4 viewers, that would never happen to me. So sometimes you just have to, like, believe that something can happen. Like, don't give up if you're only on 4 viewers.
You never know what is about to happen.
It's not about giving up. No, but I mean, let's say if you're like close to a partner path, or like no, a partner is way too big of a talk. let's say if you're close to the affiliate path, you just need 3 average viewers.
Yeah, that's a different case. Yeah.
I mean, I actually like right now. I don't have the best average viewers. I have 8 point something. But if I have like a very slow day with like 2 viewers, I won't end myself at least. I mean, I know that the chances of me getting a raid it's not that high, but I just say because I like to play games. I actually got to a point that I don't like to play games when I'm off stream. So whatever it is, I did a surprise stream like last week on Thursday. I didn't have a lot of viewers, and then I got raided by 344 people.
There you go.
I, I I was actually was ending like 10 minutes after I finished. I was planning to end 10 minutes afterwards, and then I got the raid. Not
There you
because
go. That's
not
what I found.
I didn't want to end because I have low viewers. I was actually streaming for like 3.5 hours, and it was 2 p.m. I wanted to go sleep, so it just
Yeah,
happened out of nowhere.
because we are still talking about schedule and about streaming time, I want to add most of you guys stream way too many times a week. You all stream every day of the week, and nobody wants to see everyone like nobody wants to see your face every day of the week.
No, I did fix that. I told you about it.
Yeah, but I want to say like most of you think we have to stream every day to grow, but it's better to have less days and just plan them and just make sure they go with a bang. Like, and try to make something special about it instead of streaming every day of the week.
It's true. I don't do that because I know that more streams equals higher growth. No, that's totally not the case. But it's like I said, I got to a point that I don't want to play games off stream. I just enjoy playing with
Mhm.
whoever comes along. I just enjoy playing games. Um, and I actually get bored, especially because here in my country we have a curfew at 7 p.m. So you can literally do nothing. Like I finish work at 5, and with all the traffic, I literally can't do anything. So I did used to stream every day because I'm bored. I wanted to
Mhm.
play with you guys. I mean, the viewers, of course. And yeah, that's basically it. All right. Something very important to talk about: stream titles.
Yes.
What do you say about stream titles? What are your thoughts?
The first thing I would say is that I was getting mine wrong for a long time. It's only recently that I feel like I've sort of like got away from the mundane, boring ass titles that I thought were appropriate, because I was approaching it with a kind of like, you want something that just says, this is what you're doing, this is how far in you're doing, and for some reason, like especially if I was playing story games and stuff, I always thought like, oh well, if I'm playing a story game over the course of 30 hours on stream, then it's like little like episodes of a mini series. So I was like, oh okay, episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, and that was just wrong. I don't do that anymore.
So what do you do
um,
now?
so again, it's a mix of personal preference and what it is that you're doing on stream.
Or you have an amazing mod who makes the best stream titles for you when you're not paying attention.
Or yeah, what happens is when your mod here decides that when you have a slight little technical issue and you have to disappear for 30 seconds or a minute or something, she just gets there on her computer and she'll change the stream title when I come back, and I won't notice that it's changed. And then about 20 minutes or so in, I'll have a look at my stream summary and I'll be like, wait, hang on, what does that say? But that's not the point I'm trying to make.
But you see,
But
people
yeah, I think
remember.
it's. Mm.
I feel like stream titles should be something that can actually attract people. But how? Let's say like you're playing Spider-Man. Let's say Spider-Man. Keep going with the Spider-Man game. Let's say you
My
re-
baby, yes.
let's say you reached a point where you're gonna fight let's say, like a big boss. I don't know, Doctor Octopus, whatever it is. So you can make the title like intriguing, like, will we get past this point? Will we defeat this boss?
Hmm?
I mean, it doesn't have to be this way, of course, but it has to be like something intriguing that people can actually click your link, click your stream, and actually join in. That's honestly the way I feel about it. What about you, Evie? What do you do?
What I do is, just to let you know the importance of your titles as well. I always, when I get rated, I always go back to the stream where I got rated and I see why they rated me. And most of the time, it's because they like my titles. Like on Sunday, my title was Gin and fucking Dragons.
Gin and Dragons.
Gin and Dragons. And people came in because they wanted to see Gin and Dragons. And what did they get? Me dying at freaking Spiral 20,000 times.
Oh, I
But
remember
yeah,
that point. Yeah, I remember that
I
level.
try, yeah, I try to get in like just things that I would usually say, like, what are you doing? This is what I'm doing. Like, or if you have a new camera or whatever, just put in a hype like, oh, I have a new this or I have a new that,
New thing.
or come check this out, or something that triggers people. People are very curious. So if you have something new or you have something quite special or whatever, they just want to show up just to see what's changed or what you have or something like that.
It's true. I mean, most people don't play the games that you play, but they still come in maybe for you, for your personality, for how much fun you actually are, even though, let's say, they don't like this game that you're playing. But does not
Nobody likes the games that I'm playing.
No one's there for the gameplay, that's for sure.
yeah, I was actually lurking. I actually was in your stream. You kept dying at a certain point. Then I went and took a nap because I was wasted. When I woke up, I found that you were still struggling at the same level.
But that was fun because people were actually just making fun of me. And actually, the more gins I drank, the better I got at the game. So,
Oh, that was golden.
The only other thing I'd add as well to like the title subject is that try or sometimes depending on what you're doing and what you're playing, try and make it fit with the theme of your channel if you can. So, like for instance, I'm trying to think of a good for instance. Okay, right. So here's one. One of my most popular streams. So far, I have only done it once, but it still stands as my single most popular stream ever. This was months ago. So obviously, I am Hippo, right? I'm Hippo. Yes. So me and a couple of my buddies did a little drinking game on stream once. And so we played Thirsty Hippos. And it was by far the most popular stream ever because the title was just Thirsty Hippos. That was it. That was the title. That was it. And I think like a hippo emoji or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, but that was it. That was it. Like, and I had still to this day the most amount of like organic traffic coming in throughout because people were like thirsty hippos. Oh, that's hungry hippos. Oh, I wonder what this is, and then they sit and watch.
Yeah, that's actually very true. That's actually very true.
Title alone can bring a lot of people in, like a lot of people.
I mean, there's a question by Fernay that says, "How do you nail down the theme of your channel?"
That's a very good question.
That's a very good question. I love that actually. How do you nail the theme of your channel? I mean, actually, when at least my experience, when I first started out, I started out with the name Warhawk. How did I come up with the name Warhawk? War is like the first syllable of my last name, and just Hawk. I don't Hawk. I had this name for years. I was like, sure. Basically, when I met Hippo, he started calling me Angry Bird.
He's my favorite angry bird, guys, because he's a warhawk, so he's an angry bird. The Angry Birds, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And I actually love that. Other than the eyes emojis and the fish, that's different. Basically, being called an angry bird actually will let actually allowed me to change my theme a little bit. I still didn't implement that, but I'm actually working on something. I did not tell any of you about this, but I am working on something. And even my Discord is called Warhawk's Bird Cruise. If you saw that, and I already have a role that's called Angry Birds. Angry Bird, actually, that's the admin. So, uh, I want to do this on my stream. Of course, I'm gonna do a new emote, which is a bird themed like. That's because of something that Hippo called me once and actually gave me a great idea. So that's what I feel like a theme. That's all.
I think the thing of the theme is important.
Yeah, a theme. It doesn't
Like-
have to come up like the first day you stream. It doesn't have to be. It can be like something.
I don't agree.
I actually do agree. Something you start
But
off.
that's more because that's the differences between us. In that, like, so for instance, like me and Hawk, we have the themes that we sort of like really lean into. Like, I fucking love hippos. I've had the gaming tag Hell's Hippo for about 10 years since like Xbox 360 days. I've been Hell's Hippo. It's just that I didn't bring that to Twitch for a long time. So obviously, hippos. I fucking love hippos anyway. So I'm all about hippos. Whereas the wonderful Evie here, who I'm not sure, I think she's on my left on the stream. No, that side. She's on that side. There we go. This one here. Obviously, your whole theme, dear, is yourself. You are your theme.
We actually
Hello.
talked about this last week as well. It's not that you have to have a specific team right away, but make up a plan. Like, how do you want to present yourself before you start streaming? Like, your team can change. Like, I'm 3 months in and I am now reconstructing my entire outlook of my stream. But you need to have like a basic plan of what you want to do. Like, my team is myself, like my personality. That's it. Like Hell's Hippo, it's 100% hippos. But if you have the branding from the start, you don't waste all your time and all those possible traffic on not having anything. Like, a lot of people don't have a team. A lot of people don't have a team.
Yeah.
Of course, I didn't
But-
have one when I started.
Like, when I said before, like, people will watch your stream, and if they remember your name and they see you again and they didn't like it in the first place because there was like no specific thing or like nothing that talked to them in that way, they are not likely to come back, not even if you team afterwards. So I do think you need like some sort of direction before you start.
That's
A
true.
brand to base yourself around.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, honestly, I feel like there's a difference between a brand and a theme.
I don't think so.
A
Yes.
brand is
I
something
think
for
so.
yourself. A theme can be something for your channel, something that your viewers, your community can interact with, can be a part of. But a brand is for yourself. That's honestly that's the way I feel about it. I mean, I do agree that you have to have a plan before you start. That's for sure. But you don't always come up with anything good. So you may like direct yourself in a different path, like no theme for now, but maybe just a brand, maybe just a streaming name for myself. So that's actually what I did. I still have like just my name, which is Warhawk, but I still did not implement my theme, which I loved, which I took the idea from Hellzippo.
Your
Oh.
team is eyes emojis. 100%.
Eyes emojis.
I'll get to that in a second. I'll get to the emotes and everything about that in a second. So, the deal with eyes emojis. I don't want to ruin the surprise yet. No, I'm not going to talk about this right now. There you go. That's the eyes emojis. So, I started spamming
emojis.
this on everything we talk about. It can actually be used in a dirty way, in a funny way, in any kind of way. Everyone is spamming those eyes emojis. So basically, that's something I used like the original eyes emoji on Discord or basically anywhere on your phone. I actually implemented it, but as an emote of myself on it, and I actually
Good.
love it. And actually, people loved it.
But it's like say, it's not because you choose a team that you have to stick with it. Like
Of course.
I
No.
started off with everything in Eevees and Oreos, and I feel like my channel growth so much. Like all the Eevees are gonna go. Like not all, but most of them they are gonna go because it just doesn't fit with what I'm bringing anymore. So it's not because you choose a certain team that you can change the team. Actually, it's very good to change your channel multiple times. Like not doing some total different flip, but just something fresh.
Yeah.
You all like to paint your house from now to now, so you all like to change partners now and then. So,
I actually,
so it's not different with Twitch.
before I started streaming, like I said last week, I started streaming on Facebook myself. But when I wanted to make that transition, I did actually paint my room. But the reason that I use a green screen, something I'll talk about green screens a little bit more. But I did actually have a fresh paint because I had like waves. Because when I was a kid, they've been like for like 15 years. There's like single waves on the wall, like blue. It was so childish. So I was like, nope, not gonna show that on stream. So I did a fresh paint. I did like a certain geometrical design, which is in the background. It's a little bit blurred, but we'll talk about the green skins later on. But you're right, actually. It doesn't have to be just a theme in your channel. It can be a theme in your background as well. Changing your scenery is always nice. I'm just reading chat.
I just saw Miss Nora wrote, and I'm like, oh, now I do too. Oh no.
So,
Oh.
we talked like a lot of good stuff about. I don't know how we started talking about titles and ended up here, but that works too.
This is why this podcast is amazing, because we're just going with it.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to talk about uh, this is not something very like major subject that we can talk about, but since we started talking about it, green screens. How do you feel about green screens? Every
I'll let
time,
Evie go first. I'm gonna let Evie go
all right,
first.
okay, all right.
Oh.
Before she talks, like every time she does this, it means nope. I don't agree. Every time, if you
When she
actually,
sits there like,
if you actually notice, if you actually, let's talk about green screen. She went exactly like this. It just needs an eyes emoji.
That's just a little side note. That's why I do my release Fridays because people want to see my face when I listen to something for the first time because I cannot hide how I feel about certain things.
you have no poker face at all.
No. Lupo uses that against me. Sometimes he sends me like messages while I'm streaming just to have me like have a
Just
weird
to see
face.
the reaction. Hmm.
I mean,
So
just to get a reaction. I mean, did you forget about that meme?
Oh no, what I did.
yeah, so let's go back to the green screens, okay?
Green screens. Stop
Yeah.
sidetracking all.
Yeah. So I feel the only time a green screen is good is when you have a shitty background. Because I feel like you lose a lot of personality when you don't have a background.
Why do
Like
you?
my background is shit. Like it was shit, it's better now, but I actually am sitting in my dressing room. I just put a table and a lot of shit around and I don't have anywhere else to sit. So I just began to like receive things from my community. Like everything that you see on the wall is like this is a picture of a Zoom call we did. I have tabs that signed from one of my favorite bands. This is actually a drawing of that. It has to look like me from one of my friends. I just put everything they send on the background, like letters from my favorite bands, stuff like that. I just put it on and it's personal. And the more I put on, the more people want to send me. And people are like, "Oh yeah, I have this for you," and then I just put it on, and it keeps growing.
That's a
So,
very nice thing, actually. That's very
and
nice.
it's chaotic, so it's just like me.
No, it's not about being chaotic or not. I mean, it's the idea that you actually have like a proper background, like from actually your community. So that's actually very nice. I myself, I still use a green screen because after I painted everything, the wall is completely like empty behind me. So until I actually fix that, I'm still gonna be using a green screen until I get it filled with whatever it is. But I myself, I don't have a good background. That's why I use a green screen myself.
Yeah, if you don't have a good background, I totally agree. Like, I was with my friends for the haircut stream, and he also always uses a green screen, and he needs one. Like, his background was terrible. It's okay for my streams because I think it's funny. I don't care because people are there for me, not for my gameplay. But in his gameplay, it would be very distracting if he has like the background he has. So, but I don't know. I just don't like green screens. I don't know. I think it's a bit, yeah. I don't know. Not my thing. I like personality. Hi, emoji.
Then there's me and Hawk sat here like, yeah, but we do green screen.
For you, Hippo, I totally understand because I know what your background looks like. You can't stream like that. You need a green screen. Like
Mhm.
it's because
And it's more
yeah,
even like I could very well change up the entire. I could move things around. I could do all of this kind of thing. But I think it also swings back to a mix between like personal preference. Like if at the end of the day it's your content, what you want to put out there is entirely up to you. No one's going to judge you for that. But then it's also the kind of content that you want to make as well. So, like as a for instance, to Evie, not to use you as an example, but I'm going to use you as an example. If I'm sure most of the people who are sitting in chat, if not everybody, has seen an Evie stream, and then they have seen my stream. I'm sure everyone can see the difference between those two in the way they look, as just in general. Obviously, I use a green screen. I sit in the bottom of the corner, and then
Oh, oh shit.
oh he's stuck. 1 second.
Technical
His
difficulties. This is
his
not
favorite
awkward.
internet is going off again.
This is not awkward. I repeat, this is not awkward.
Yeah, just have a minute. He'll be back in a second.
Oh, sorry, I put him on pause.
We actually have like one topic we have to come back to in a minute.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I saw the comment. I'll
yeah, okay,
talk about it in
perfect,
a sec.
perfect.
Let's just get.
Oh, Hippo! Maybe his phone died. I wouldn't be surprised.
Same here. I mean, we can actually. This is talking about filling the silence. This is a good
Yeah,
example, actually.
yeah,
Until Hippo gets back, actually. Um, let's say, why did you choose, for example, um, the current theme of your stream, of your channel, actually, not your stream? Why did you choose
yeah.
this specific theme?
So the Eevees and Oreos, right?
Yeah.
The Eevees is pretty obvious. Um,
No, we can't hear you, Hippo.
so it's pretty obvious because everybody calls me Eevee Wise.
Mm-hmm.
So I always used to reply with, "I'm not a fucking Pokemon." So that's why I actually chose the Eevees because people kept calling me Eevee. They started sending me Eevee things.
Yep.
Like for my birthday, I received an Eevee onesie. I received Eevee slippers. Like the entire outfit. So I just rolled with it. And the Oreos, I actually started streaming because I was in a total different community. I still have a few people around, but not a lot. Not a lot. And we had a very, very, very spicy inside joke thing going on about Oreos.
Yeah.
So I always have been like the Oreo queen. That's why, like, if you check my Steam name, it's the Licking Oreo Queen. So I also have channel points like based on Oreo. So that's why I rolled with it. I'm going to keep the Oreo, by the way, but the rest of my stream will just be a little bit more professional.
Of course, I mean, that's more than fair. At least you had a goal and you did stick to it. That's the right thing to do. I mean, I
Yeah,
still
let me
don't
just
have a proper theme. Yeah, I'm still waiting on Hippo as well.
yeah, maybe I can just go back to the comment that was made because it was messaged to me mostly like how do you keep a balance with branding but not getting too bogged down? First of all, explain bogged down to me because it's a term I have never heard and I have no idea what it means. Every said have a team before you start. Does that mean don't start until you're 100% sure? So what is bogged down? Because my English isn't that good that I know what it is.
I mean, I'm guessing bogged down. I think like dragged down, maybe.
Let me just Google it first. I'm sorry, guys. I'm from the Netherlands.
And I'm from the Middle East, so there's a lot that goes into branding: color, background, theme, for different social media platforms, scheduling, all that. True. Wait, he joined again.
Okay. So, like,
I'm gonna just message him
have a
real
team
quick.
before you start. I would recommend to do like if you want to start streaming, put in a little work before you actually start. Like take like 3 weeks before you start and start already networking, start building a community without streaming and hype the shit up about your first stream. Try to make like don't have like a totally like don't get your merch out and whatever. Don't do that because that's cocky. But make sure you have like something there. Like make sure that your Twitch panels are in a certain team. Like even if it's just a color team, make that it fits with your stream, something like that. And then make a, a sick banner that you can post in Discord, like the people you already communicated with in those previous 3 weeks. Like, hype that shit up. Like, oh,
Welcome
guys,
back.
I'm going to start streaming. This is what I'm going to do, and make your first stream explode. So, yeah, I wouldn't just go press live, but I would definitely just make sure you already have put in that work and before you start.
Welcome back, first thing, Hippo. We,
Hello, sorry about that, folks. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I'm back.
It's okay, it's
I probably
okay.
missed a few bits, but I'm back. But
we were talking about the question that was asked. How do you keep a balance with branding but not getting too bogged down? If you said have a theme before you start, but does that mean don't start until you're 100% sure? So go for it.
that's a good one. Who posted that?
AI for Nay.
That's a good one. I like that one. So I think the point of wanting to know what sort of theme and direction and stuff that you're going to go in for your branding is good to have before you get going. But then at the same time, that doesn't mean that you can't change it, obviously. But it just all comes back to like having a plan and having something to like base yourself on. So obviously, again, everyone knows I'm all about hippos. So like my entire stream is just all about hippos. But that's because I love hippos anyway. Like obviously, the trouble with getting bogged down and stuff in the stuff that you do is, I would say, it depends. If you're the kind of person that's making all of your own stuff. So if you're like me, for instance, so like I made my logo, I made my overlay, I made my emotes, I made my alert boxes, I made like everything you see I did myself. And I must admit, when I made it all, I think it took me a week of 4 or 5 hours a day to get everything like how I wanted. The plus side of doing it myself is that I could get it all exactly how I wanted. I wasn't having to like relay my ideas to someone, check it, them send it back, then me go, tweak this, tweak that, send it back. They do it, send it back, send it back. Like I didn't have to do that. I could just do it all myself, which is good. And obviously, it also means that everything on my stream, I didn't pay a penny. But it is hard to not get bogged down, because especially if you're the kind of person that's creative and you want to put some flair in it, and you want it all to sort of pop off and be awesome and be exactly what you see in your mind, then obviously, like, you're put simply, you're gonna get bogged down in it. But it's knowing when is enough, like when, because there's everyone will say there is always something that you could improve on. There's always something on your stream that you think, I could just tweak this, or I could improve this, or I could improve that. And if you keep going like that, before you know it, you're doing stream stuff every day, changing things, tweaking things, doing things, and then it just gets a lot. It gets a lot. It does get a lot. I got a little bit sidetracked there, but
No, that's okay. You actually did make a lot of good points. I myself believe that even if you did start without a proper theme, I'm not talking about goals or direction for your stream. Even if you did not start with a theme, like for example, like I did, um, you can add some later. Even if you did start with a theme, you can change it. Actually, changing also gets people hyped up. Actually, getting people hyped up will keep people in your community without them getting bored. And if people got bored, you obviously lose your community. So that's something you want to try and avoid. So even if you even try and change your overlays, if you try alert boxes, whatnot, even if you change like the whole theme, everything that's related to your stream. Of course, I'm not talking about your branding. That's something different. I mean, I could change everything.
Yeah.
That's the colors. I could change. I can bring new emotes. That's also something.
That's always that's
Yeah.
normally one of the easiest ones to do as well, because
Yeah.
like the more subscribers that you end up getting, the more emotes you can add to begin with. So you're always going to be bringing new ones in.
Yeah.
Always. So
Even if you don't have extra slots, I mean, if a certain emote doesn't get people hyped up for it, you can just remove it and add something else. Try that. Get people try to use your emotes more and more. Eyes emojis is the perfect example. That one blew up actually.
Same with the marsh emote.
The mosh emote is perfect. It's perfect. But
I make good emotes.
Thanks, people.
I make good emotes.
I mean, if you feel like you're stuck where you are, that's more than okay. It's normal to feel like that actually. But you can actually like try something different. Maybe stream a different game. Maybe change your overlay. Whatever it is, change is always good. I mean, people love change, and like if you said, people will get curious, so they'll join you actually. They'll actually love that change. You can actually get them hyped up. Like I said before, getting people hyped up is always a good thing. Spamming emotes, whatever it is, even if it's something silly, that's more than okay. I mean, I do hope I did answer your question. We did answer your question in any sort of way. I really hope so. But that's how we feel about the subject. I do hope so. But was start this late. Okay.
The only thing I would add to that is that too much change again will hinder you.
Yep.
Like, keeping it fresh is okay, but if you're making like drastic changes to your stream weekly, it's going to be so chaotic that people don't know what's going on and people are not going to be there.
Thank you.
So it's all about going down the middle with it and finding the balance between what's good and what's not good, which again I would say is different for every person. Like for me personally, I've not changed anything on my stream for I don't know about 6 or 7 weeks now since I added anything new. But tomorrow hopefully all of my new emotes get uploaded. Hopefully, so again, like
Ooh.
there's new stuff coming in again. Hawk, you said you've got some theme changes and stuff in the works, and
Yep.
that's the last time you changed theme or did anything like that. It's been like a couple of months
It's
or
been a couple
something.
of months for me since at least I changed an
Heavy
overlay.
again. It's been what 3 months,
3.5 months.
4 months,
Yeah.
3.5 months, and now there's a little bit of a change coming. There's going to
Oh,
be a
there's a
new
big
this.
change
And,
coming.
oh, what? Yeah, there's a big change coming. But
I'm
but you
going
get
to
what you
rebrand
guys get what I
everything.
mean. That like you get what I mean. You get what
Yeah.
I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm going to rebrand everything. Like, it's going to be totally different. Like,
Mm.
Yeah, but at least
finally, some professional looks.
that kind of change is actually good because since you started you didn't change anything about your theme, right? That's what's
Nothing
gonna
at
make
all.
it explode.
That's why I'm bored of it right now.
Yeah, it's actually good timing. You got bored of it, you want to change it. That's more than okay. People will actually love that. I'm 100% sure, actually.
Yeah, and also, if you want to make, like, I want to do a rebranding, so I want to have an entire new look of my stream. Don't change one bit at a time. Just make sure you get everything together. And I'm going to put it under construction on my stream, like, over the next weekend. And then on Sunday, I will just post everything all at once. My panels, my banner, my Twitch stream, things I'm not even going to talk about yet.
Ooh, I emoji, intrigued.
Uh, just all at once, all one moment, and then go live when everything has changed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm actually excited for that. I mean, but at the same time, changing your overlay per stream is horrible. Especially if you have,
Don't do it.
if you're using Streamlabs. Streamlabs offer way too many overlays. If you're in the Prime subscription, it offers way too much. It is insane. But changing every day is annoying for the viewers. I can actually say that. I actually get annoyed if I see a streamer change like literally every single day of his stream, every single
Mhm.
stream. I get annoyed. I get bored of
Well,
change.
again,
People get bored of change as well.
personally, even if I see a week by week change, I'm like, come on, pick a theme. Come on,
Yes.
just pick a thing and stick, sort out what you want, get what you want, and then do it and go with it. Don't again. I'm not saying that changing things is not okay. Of course, if you're not happy with something, you need to change it.
Of
But at the
course.
same time, if you're changing it like daily, weekly, then obviously whatever you're picking is not what you wanted to pick originally. So you shouldn't have done it in the first place. You should have just spent a little bit more time and a little bit more work getting what you want, and then going with it.
Very true. That's very true. Anybody else wants to add something to this subject? Oh
Nope.
no.
I'm good.
I thought you were gonna
I'm
give me
good.
the look.
I've said my piece.
All right. Since we're talking about change and branding and overlays and whatnot, I feel purchasing a custom overlay or like complete overlay, I would like banners, cam,
The
alert
pack,
boxes, everything.
yeah.
I feel like this is something that shouldn't be done from the start, and I mean, unless you have like spare money that you can actually pay for a designer. But it's not something that you want to invest, at least not from the start. You can actually benefit from this, like in case, like let's say Evie, she's
Mhm.
been at the same theme since she started, and she wants
And I
something
hate
for
it.
her. She wants something for her own theme, for her own channel, for her own stream. So in that case, yes, that's totally and actually a very good move. But at the same time, you don't have to waste your money in case you're just starting. There are a lot of free overlays online that you can actually
Also,
use.
when you just start, you are still trying to find your identity as streamer, and it will change a lot, in the first 2-3 months. And once you get like a community and a thing like that, like asked me 3 months ago, like we are making new overlays. Actually, I am very lucky that the sweet hippo is making my overlays. So, but asked me 3 months ago what I wanted, and I would have been like, I have no idea. And now I just told Hippo, like, this is my idea. This is what I want, and you are exactly going to make what the hell I want and make sure it looks like what I want. So, yeah.
I'm so excited about the change, actually.
Oh, it's going to look great. I swear to God.
I jumped the gun on overlays. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but at the same time, it's not a good thing. I mean, I don't know how to explain this properly. It's not bad that you invested in overlays from the start. It's actually not. But at least you like, how do I say this? You locked yourself on a certain theme from the start. And it may be like after a couple of weeks, you may just realize that you don't want to be this kind. You don't want this kind of theme for your stream. You just want to go a different way, and that's how it can go all wrong.
And you kind of you limit your own development.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, yeah. Also, the fact, like, for me personally, and I think a lot of people will feel the same, the reason why I hate my stream for the moment is because I have an overlay that I see on other people's streams. So if you buy an overlay that other people can buy as well, you're just not. It's another part where you're not unique anymore. Like, we should talk about uniqueness after this, but like,
yeah, we'll get to that.
like, I hate it when I see someone else go live and they have the exact same overlay as I do.
Yes,
like,
that's very
I
bad.
cringe. I cringe. Like,
it feels wrong.
yeah,
It feels wrong. I mean, that's an issue with free slash very cheap overlays. I mean, they're good for startups, but they're not good for the long term. And that's why your change is gonna actually blow up again. I said that like 3 or 4 times, but I actually believe that you timed this perfectly. I actually believe that. But investing, you have to invest in your stream. I mean, if not now, you're gonna stream 3, 4, 5 months later on. It's something inevitable. That's how I believe that it's gonna turn out. Rage more.
Oh dear. Oh my god.
you can actually copy my overlay because I swear to God, in the next 2 streams is the last time I will use it, and then it's gone forever. So you can copy whatever you want. I don't care.
Hard at work, guys. Trust me. No one like the new one's going to be unique. Trust me.
Unable to copy. Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be like a very complex overlay with animation and whatnot.
No.
I mean, it just have to be something for you, for your channel only, that you can't find on the first website on Google, of course.
Again, like if you have a look at like Hawk, I've not seen anyone with an overlay exactly the same as yours. I know for a fact that no one has the same overlay as me because I made it myself. And it's where you were saying about how it's good to invest in your logo and your overlays and your aesthetic and everything that goes on your stream apart from you and the game. Your overlay, your alerts, your this, your that. So the only thing that I would point out is that when you say that you need to invest in that, we're not just talking about money. You can either invest money or you can invest time.
Yes.
So unlike most, I invested time. I still to this day have spent no money on any of my nothing. I spent time on YouTube and Google learning how to do it all, and I learned how to do it all, and then I downloaded some software and did it all myself. So like I've paid no money, and if anything, personally, this is my own personal opinion, where I made it all myself, it just makes me that much more proud of how it looks, and especially little things like when I see people spamming my hippo emotes and stuff, I'm just like, yes, I made that, and people like it, and people are using it, and it just like, it's my own opinion, I'm entitled to it.
That's actually a very good point. Not just time, not just money, time.
You don't have to invest money, but if you don't invest money, you must invest time.
Yeah, it's one or the other. It can't be in either.
It could
But
be both. I mean, it could be both. Do you know what I mean? You could,
yeah.
you could, because
I mean, it's just like we said last week. Streaming is 20% of the job. Everything else is in the background. So that means time. Time. Investing time, of course. I'm not talking about investing money. Everything is dependent on your time. It doesn't have just to be like, hey, going live, just leaving at it. No, you just have to invest in networking, in promoting yourself, in your overlays, in your like literally anything that will help you grow. Anything. Even if just like going into other streamers and just saying hi, making friends, even if you're going to your own friends, just showing some love, showing some support, you still show that you care. Showing that you care actually will get people to care more about you. That's basically what we said last week, but yeah, it's like a 10
and it's
second
the whole thing
recap.
as well of like as a small, for instance, the three of us right now, everyone who's watching, you've got this one, and then you've got where's Hawk on the screen? Down here somewhere, right?
Yep.
Down here. Yeah. So you've got this one here and this one here, right? I've made friends with these two, and in doing so, all three of us have grown, just because the three of us are now friends. Friends?
Wait.
Sorry, don't start with the wait. Leave me alone. But where through networking again, we're coming back to this again. Making friends with even just a couple of awesome people, one here and one here. Well, one here first, like, and then because his stream, not hers, this one. But like I've seen many a time where I'll be in this one stream right here, and loads of my people are showing up. I'll be in this one stream, and loads of this one's people show up, or my own stream, and their people show up, and then and it all does this, and it all gets purely because we get in each other's chat and we talk, and obviously like on both sides of it, like if either of you two, for instance, post in my chat, we have a conversation. Therefore, that in turn is going to make people that are already in my chat that aren't necessarily followers of you go, they're actually like they're talking. If they're talking, that must be okay because I like this one that I'm watching. And if they're happy to do it, so they're going to go and click, and then you're going to get a follower, and then you're going to get a new person come in, and then growth, expansion.
It's like a different way of networking at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But
I still think personally one of the best ways to network is on Twitch itself. Personal opinion, obviously, but
it's the most effective.
Yeah,
because like we said last week, it starts with making friends.
Yeah.
That's how it all starts. Everything starts with you making the first step, making friends, talking to people. You can just actually go to random, like literally random streams and making friends with random people. Go to a certain game that you like, scroll down, find someone. It doesn't matter how many viewers he have, but something that he doesn't have like 1K because your actually chat will be flooded with
your comment
more.
disappears instantly.
Yeah, so find something with like let's say 50 to 100. I think those people will actually be noticed and won't be drowned in chat. Yeah, just make friends. That's basically all it is. All there is to it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just reading a couple of comments. Okay.
How did we go from overlays to networking again?
Everything evolves around the same thing, I believe, but it's just different
We have
perspective.
dynamic conversations. That's all.
In the end, this is a podcast, so it can lead. I think we at a certain point we can talk about movies, and it can relate. I don't know how, but
So
I
long as the topic is relatable.
I actually still, to go back on the topic we actually were talking about, someone in chat said, what was it exactly? I like very clean streams. And I wanted to comment on that because we had that conversation while we were talking about my overlays. And it depends on the person. Like, I am a very busy person. If you're in my stream, you see me bouncing around all the time. If I'm playing a game, or if I'm just talking, or if I'm listening to music, you see me do this. You see me move back and forward and hype and jump and scream and talk very loud all the time. If I have a very loud overlay with a lot of things going on, people will run away. They will go mad. They will be like, too much. So
Sensory overload.
yeah,
Ugh.
the first thing I said to Hippo, like, I need a very clean, very popping but yet calm overlay. This is what I want. While we have other people, I'm not going to name anyone for reference, but that have a very quiet personality. They have a very quality stream. They are doing very good. But if you check their overlay, it's very loud, very busy. A lot is going on. But those people can have it because the person itself is the calming factor.
Of course, that's very true. That is very true. I mean, you can have like it doesn't have to be 100% clean. You can add like a touch of something that can actually be good. But it's like not like overflowing with crazy things going on all over the stream. That's very distracting, very actually annoying. I mean,
Imagine having the fighting Pokemons on my stream. People would go mad. They would run away. They would be like, ooh, too much, too much, too much.
fair
Get
point.
out, get out.
Uh, I like how we dove in from buying overlays into this, but I love it. I love it. So,
This is how our conversations go.
fair. Um, what thoughts do you have about filling the silence?
There
When you,
should be no silence.
what do you think when you join someone who is basically like this?
If if I join a stream, especially if this is a new person that I've never dropped in on before, and I'm just I'm one of these random people that's just dropping in. If they haven't spoken for 5 or 6 seconds, I've left. I'm going to the next person. Personally, or I'd say 10 seconds or so. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I've not heard them speak in 10 seconds, then even if they're just talking about the game, or even if they're just talking about, I don't know, anything, maybe their dog just ran in and just climbed all over them or something, and then they're saying, "Oh, bloody dog," or something, just anything.
Even if you're singing along to music, that's more than okay too.
Even if you sat there, yeah, exactly, jamming out, minding your own business because they've got no one in chat. But there should be no silence. Most of the time,
It's
I think the best thing to
awkward.
do is talk about the game.
Yes.
Most of the time, that's
It's like overly like explaining everything that you do in the game. Like get yourself talking. I mean, it works very well with me in Hades because like with different builds, different stuff you take, different it, it's like a mess.
yeah.
I mean, if you're like playing anything, like you just I picked up this weapon. Oh, let's see how it goes. Anything, just don't have an awkward silent moment unless you're extremely focused on what's going on in the game. That's fine. I mean, everybody can have a focused moment. We talked about this
Of
again,
course. Yeah.
but uh, just even if you're like jamming to music, that's okay.
Mhm.
Just sing along with yourself. People can actually love that.
Mhm.
It shows confidence, actually. That's what I think. If you haven't said anything about this,
I'm the same. Like, even if you join chat and they are still executing, oh my
No,
god.
she's not.
Um, if I join chat, like, not this Friday, but the Friday before, we tried to rate someone who had 0 or 1 viewer. And it took us 10 minutes, and I just ended up rating someone from my friend list because none of the chats we joined said hello within the first minute. We actually like sat there, wait a minute, and there was no response. they weren't talking, there was nothing. And I just don't invest in those people. I would never put any of my viewers there. So even if I go there myself, if I'm scrolling, before I even say hello, I just check the stream and I want to hear them talk and I want to hear what they have to say in order to know if I want to actually invest my time to be in that community. Like for me, it's all that it takes. Like, but again, if you are only there for gameplay and if you are an insane gamer, maybe you don't need to talk. So it depends. But I think in general, and for the people that we are talking about, you should continue to talk. And even if you are focused on the game, keep talking about being focused on the game.
Yeah, exactly. That's 100% true. Um, yeah, I think we've said all our pieces. Do you want to add something, Kipo? Do you have anything to add?
I did have a point, but it has left me for the moment. So I think we're okay. I remember. So the only time I'm ever like quiet and not talking on a game is if there is an important piece of the story that's going on in front of me, especially if it's a game I've not played before. Like I need to take that in because I need at least some idea of what's going on so that I can bring chat through this story.
Yeah.
But even then, I'm talking about what I'm seeing while I'm seeing it. It might just be the odd snippet of like, "Oh fuck me, he's been shot," or you know, whatever it might be. But like, sometimes you kind of need to be quiet to take it in. And again, it's the whole kind of thing as well, where if you've got a lot of people, or well, not even a lot of people, but if you've got like a couple of people that have been sitting in with you for I don't know, like half a stream, a bit of a stream, half an hour or something like that. They're at a point where, like, they too, like, you know, are also watching the game as much as they're watching you. Like, they're watching the game as well. It's not like it's not. How to word it? It's not like they're not paying attention to what you're doing because they're how to word it? Their attention is not solely on you. It's also on like the activity that you yourself are doing. Even if you're not paying attention to the game for most of the time, they know what you're playing. They know what you're trying to do. You know, like take me for example. If I'm on Spider-Man, everyone knows I'm on Spider-Man. You might not necessarily understand why I'm fighting this guy right now, but you know that I'm Spider-Man and that I'm fighting this guy. And I need to know why we're fighting this guy so that I can tell you people that aren't necessarily paying attention why we're fighting. And I wouldn't know if I was just talking continually because I wouldn't take the story in.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But the way my brain works, it's like Alice in Wonderland, honestly.
No, it's actually. It's actually. What you're talking about is like how to get their attention harder for like people in your current stream, like currently in your stream, how to grab their attention. That's a very good technique, actually. It's basically for every story mode based games, of course.
If you're the kind of person like me that like I mainly play story games. That's what I'd like. That's what I do. I do play some multiplayer, but like story games are my thing. So
like
obviously,
story games.
I'm trying to take that story in. You know, yeah.
Italian
Story games, multiplayer games. This one's up here. You know.
It depends. Like, I'm in your stream all the time, every single minute.
I haven't noticed ever.
Ask me one thing about your games, and I can't answer one thing.
Yeah, but that's because you're too busy being a mod. So, you know, that's slightly different.
It's in every stream. Like, I don't watch any of the gameplay. I'm just there to talk. I never watch
I mean,
any of the gameplay
part
ever.
part of me really loves that, and part of me is actually a little bit hurt by it.
And that's why that's why That's why I always die as well, because I'm talking all the time. All the time. And the moment like the hippo challenges come up, I start being pro gamer. Like,
Oh my god, no, no, no. The hippo challenges are almost infamous at this point. People are like people that have even never had one before. If they see me in the chat saying hippo challenge, they're like, oh, okay, let's get sweaty pro gamer time. Like anyone, I swear to God, it doesn't matter who I drop in on, they just know. It's mad.
Uh, Hyper challenges are quite famous, actually. Yeah.
People know about those hippo challenges, trust me.
Uh, okay. I think um I have one last thing planned for today.
Yes.
Channel rewards.
I like this one.
Hmm. Channel rewards. Channel rewards are very, very, very important for your chat to interact with you. I mean, I'm not talking about the stretch, the hydrate. No, I'm not talking about those. I'm talking the ones that you add.
Those boring Twitch ones can go away. Yeah.
I don't even have them on my channel, I think.
No, yeah, I turned all the default ones I've turned off.
Well, yeah, the default. No, I didn't keep the default ones as well. Better see how to next time we stream. Yeah, no, keep that disabled after that last time.
No, again. Anyone who's sitting right. So it's actually quite a good point that Sean's making right here. Is that I have one of my channel point redemptions is to stay hydrated. Anyone who doesn't know what that basically means is like I always have a couple of drinks in front of me. I'll have water or juice or something to keep me going, and then I'll have a grown-up drink sitting there as well. And so one, I think it was a Friday. I got through. I don't know. Part of me can't even remember. I'm sure Evie remembers, but I don't even
42
remember.
shots. 42
There you go.
shots.
So I had I thought, oh, okay. Here's what I'll do. My stay hydrated button can be, every time someone hits a stay hydrated, 500 points. Lovely. I'll take a shot. And I did not expect people to turn up the way that they turned up. I had to do 42 shots of rum in 90 minutes
And
in an hour and a half stream.
I disable them half of the time.
Yeah, and it had to get switched off as well because I was getting really wavy. So this whole thing of channel points is the first thing I would say is be very careful what you actually choose as your channel point redemptions because people will use and abuse them to see you do things that they enjoy.
That came
Make
out
them
a little
first.
bit scared. Be careful. That was like a scared. Be careful. Those
Be
40,
terrified.
those 41 shots though. That was an insane stream. I remember that.
The fact that I mean, part of me's proud. Like I downloaded the VOD to save it because, like, if anyone ever says I can't do 41 or 42 shots in an hour and a half, I can say to them, I can do that many shots and play Spider-Man.
that is
I would
actually
say
yeah.
try to make them personal. Try to make people want to want them. Like, I have the happy dance. Of course, everybody spams the happy dance all the time. Like, in the most awkward times, they still spam the happy dance. The same with the Talk Dutch. I don't know if it's a coincidence, but ever since I added the Talk Dutch, I see them pop off everywhere. Like, people are adding them to their streams as well. And then I have those that you really have to work for because I have to work for it if they redeem them. Like I have a cosplay stream, but you need like 20,000, I guess, to
100.
redeem
No,
it.
it's 50. It's 50.
No, that's 50 is the licking an Oreo. I have the lip sync for your life and the dress up stream. So those are things you have to actually work for because of course a dress up stream cost me shit ton of money to get a costume and a lot of preparation. So but I have people like subbing tier 2 or tier 3 just to get it faster. Like people want that. Same with the bikini stream. Everybody that comes in Hippo stream is like I want to save up for the bikini, and I'm like, got you guys. I'm on 35K already, so we are going there.
Oh, I wish.
Heavy,
And
happy
again, that
dance,
comes back
of
to
course.
I
making
wish.
making your channel points personal as well.
Yeah.
Like that's a personal joke that's from way back when me and Evie first even found each other on Twitch. It was
Yeah.
one of the first things that she ever said in my chat, in my stream. It was Smirky, and I think it was Nigel as well. And the three of them just popped into my chat and were just like, the three of them were like, bikini stream when? Take your clothes off, come on. And so I said, okay, what I'll do is I'll add a bikini stream button for you. I made it ridiculously expensive, and here she is, 3 months later, still grinding, still saving. So, that's a very personal button there, because that comes from way back when I
It's an
very
inside joke,
first
yeah.
kind of started.
We have a very good question from Renee as well. She is blowing up with awesome questions. Actually, I love it. Any tips for determining the point cost?
I would have done.
It actually, I think it depends. I mean, if it's something people ask for, you can actually make it expensive or ridiculously expensive, just like the bikini stream. If it's something people really
Yes.
want and it's personal, yeah. I mean, if it's something like I do have, since you're a Hades player yourself, I do have something like community challenges where people give me a certain challenge to do in Hades. So it's like for 2,000 points. For 7,000 points, they can literally do they literally customize the run in terms of which weapon I use, which aspect, which boon, everything. And people actually used it a lot. And I did put that for 7,000 just to see how it works out. I did a couple of test runs to see if it works out, and people actually made it. People collected it. So I think it depends on how serious or how big is the reward itself. But
I think
then in the end, you're the judge about it.
Yeah. I think for me, the way I have looked at the costs of the redemptions on my channel, as well as the new ones that will be coming again next week, is I look at how long it takes to earn those channel points and how long someone should be sitting in my stream, chatting, supporting, being there, being active, etc. How long it takes to earn points. So, as a for instance, if you are the kind of person, you're just watching someone, you are not subscribed, you're just a follower, you will earn around between 200 and 300 channel points an hour, give or take. That's if you're not subscribed. That's if you're not overly active in chat. That's if you're not redeeming the bonuses and stuff. You'll earn between about 200 and 300 channel points an hour. If you're subscribed, you get a 1.2 times multiplier. If you're tier 2, you get, I think it's 1.5. And if you're tier 3, you earn them literally twice as fast. So, your subscribers are going to be earning things, at least a little bit faster than the regular people. But so, for instance, to draw back to, I've got a bikini stream button. Anyone who wants to claim that, and I know there's only one person that's going to fucking claim it anyway. But anyone that wants to use that, I will happily do it if you have spent approximately, I don't know, 900 to 1,000 hours sitting in my stream. Then, of course, I will put a bikini on for you. I will go and I will buy a paddling pool. I will fill it with, big inflatable flamingos and stuff. I'll get a bottle of gin and I will sit in a hot tub for 2 hours like one of those titty streamers, and I will do it because you have spent 1,000 hours supporting me. So, of course, I'm going to do that. On the flip side of that, you definitely need to make sure that you're actually there.
I want to be there in real life when you do that.
I mean, I don't know if you're allowed to stream stuff like that on Twitch.
Oh my god.
I won't be in a bikini. I just want to see you in a bikini.
Oh my god.
Well,
I know you want to see me in a bikini, but maybe without a bikini, but yeah.
Whoa, right. So back to channel points. So yeah, the way the way
We're gonna take a short break.
What was I going to say? So the way I cost or like work out how much a redemption thing, like how many points it should be, is very much dependent on how long it takes to earn those points. So for me, like the smaller things, if you want me to take a sip of alcohol or a shot or whatever, then you need to watch the stream for half an hour. You need to sit there for half an hour and earn those points. If you want your shout out for one of the Discord groups, then you need to come and sit in for a little while. Obviously that's the reason. They're dictated by someone else anyway. But if you want me to show some of my personality and show you some of my like awesome nerdy collection, I want you to come and sit in for a little while. If you want to hear one of my awesome facts about hippos, you need to come and sit in for a little while. So that's how I work them all out. Anyway, the prices for the things that I've got, that's how I work them.
That's actually a very good point. All points, of course. Anybody wants to add anything about it?
Yeah, also it depends. Like at first when I had the happy dance and they got redeemed so many times, I thought of making them more expensive because at first I was actually a little bit annoyed, but I didn't notice at first how much my community and how much new people love the happy dance. Like when I go to other people's streams and they know me and I see someone I know, they actually like type in chat like happy dance, like in big cap locks. They're like, she does the happy dance, and people want
Yeah.
to see that. So I just kept them, and now they are kind of part of my brand. Like
You are known for your happy
yeah.
dance.
Yeah, actually
And
true. You are known for it.
they are basically like nothing. They are just me doing like a weird little happy dance. But
Mhm.
and then I have others that I added and I want to do them, but I don't want to do them regularly. Like the lip sync for your life is one of them. I want to do it, but not every stream. Like people actually have to save up to do that
Yeah. It's gonna take
because
a
I just
while.
don't want to do. Yeah. Same with licking an Oreo. I don't want to lick an Oreo every stream, but if I do it, it will be an epic moment. And again, it's something you can use to hype up your channel. Like
Mhm.
if I'm going to do a lip sync or licking an Oreo, it won't be on the stream the moment they redeem it because it does need a little prep.
Yeah, you need to go
The
buy
moment,
Oreos.
yeah, the moment someone redeems a lip sync, that shit will be hyped up before I do the fucking lip sync. I will make sure that everybody on social media knows that I'm going to do a lip sync on that particular stream. So people want to see that, they will come in. And again, it's something that helps you grow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very
Same for
true.
me with the bikini stream. Like
Yeah,
when someone
exactly.
finally has enough money for that, don't think I'm not gonna like promote the hell out of that for about 2 weeks before it happens. Like,
Wait, if someone redeems it,
Exactly.
it's gonna be 2 weeks? I can't wait that
well,
long.
yeah, I need to go buy a hot tub. Like as much as it's called bikini stream, I mean full on. Like I will do a full blown bikini stream. It's not just going to be me playing a game wearing a bikini. No, you've got 2 hours of me in a hot tub in a bikini, fucking covering myself in champagne. The works, like people get what they expect. If you say bikini stream to someone, they're getting a bikini stream. Trust me. Same as there is another button coming for a drag stream too,
Oh.
and full blown. Don't think that I won't, like get myself a little runway in the kitchen and give it proper drag. Like, I'm not just going to sit there in a dress. I'm gonna make a thing of it. Like, because if you're clipping something like that and someone's actually like got enough points to redeem that, they have earned that and they deserve that because that's what they want. That's why they were saving. So like, you got to do it properly, right? Right?
True. That's actually true. He does have a channel point redemption for a bikini stream that
Yes,
costs
I do.
100,000 points. So you
Yeah.
have a
You need
lot
to
of watching to do.
watch. You need to subscribe to Tier 1 and watch 1,000 hours.
And he streams 2 hours only. So
Yep.
that's gonna take a lot
Between
of
an hour
time.
and a half and 2 hours, like it'll take you a long time. Evie, how long have you been saving?
Uh, a month, I guess. You
Yeah,
made me
something
model
like
in.
Do I get friends
that.
discount?
No discounts. No. And it's also the kind of thing of once, especially with the bikini stream button, like it's the moment it's been used once, it's getting taken down and replaced with something else.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to keep it there so that, like, because the amount of people that are like, there could be people out there that are saving for it as well, but by the time they've got enough, it won't be a bikini stream, it'll be something else. Because I'm not just going to do a bikini stream every 6 weeks.
Fair enough. Very fair. We would
Also,
love that, but fair.
things that are funny and that can get like a lot of people engaged in your stream. Like I'm going to add a few new things that are very easy to redeem. They will be hilarious, and I'm sure they will be redeemed like multiple times per stream. And make those cheap because it's funny. Like I think the happy dance has been redeemed like 350 times or something.
That is insane.
Like
That is insane. We have a question
I was
again by
just about. Oh, do you
Fernay.
know what? There's me sitting there typing, saying we'll get to that in a second. But if we're just gonna, if we, we're done on channel points now anyway. So there's a good question there.
She's been giving a lot of great questions actually.
yeah.
Someone who clearly wants some, wants some tips from some people that, although again, we're not exactly pros, are we? Like, we're not the biggest fish in the pond by far. But like, I like to think that each of us in our own right has seen a good amount of growth in like not that long. So
Alright, do you have any schedule stream length advice before you've gotta go? I mean, I do have a schedule. It's not completely set in stone right now, but I'm working on it because right now we're in the Ramadan month in the Middle East, so things can actually get complicated for me. I used to stream like at a certain time, like all the time, but right now I have to like postpone it 2 hours, maybe a little bit more. But that's because I'm currently running on doing something with my life about it. But I'm actually planning on going back to where I was when I'm done with when Ramadan is over, of course. But in terms of length, I mean, actually, it I don't have a certain length. It could be like when it depends if I do plan it or not. Sometimes I actually plan to just stream and play some games with until I get bored or I get tired. And sometimes I actually do get tired unexpectedly and I have to end earlier. That also happens because I finish work and I rest for like an hour, then I stream. So I barely have enough window to rest for a little bit. But I myself usually plan my streams 3 to 4 hours for sure. That's always the window for me. Um, if something came up, of course I'll have to end earlier, but I do make it up because I did promise you content for this amount of time, and I plan to provide content for this amount of time.
yeah.
I mean, that's
Again,
the,
this
the way
draws
I
back
do it.
to like having a schedule as well. Like we said
Yes.
earlier.
Is this coming from someone affiliate or non-affiliate? Because it's
That's a good question. It is a very, very, very different set of advice depending on whether you're an affiliate or not.
Fernay is affiliate.
Okay, so I'll let it. Where's this one? This one go first. Here we go.
If you are a non-affiliate, I will just get some people you know in chat. Make sure you have like 7 people, something like that. Just get them to sit in for an hour, just stream an hour and end it. Just because it's very hard to keep your average up. The moment you get affiliates, it doesn't actually matter that much. If you have a worse stream, like okay, it's not good for your average, but if you don't pay attention to your average all the time, you can get away with like having one bad stream, something like that.
Yeah.
Just do it because you enjoy it. Like I usually stream about 2 hours because I am freaking tired after 2 hours. Like I give so much energy the moment I get in till the end, and I want to keep like the high energy up. And I can't do that for. I did a 6 hour stream and I was so drained. I was so tired. I felt that the entire week from doing a 6 hour stream. Like,
I can vouch for that. I did an 8 hour stream and I was wiped. At the last
yeah.
hour and a half, I was basically dead on stream. But I did plan this and I did commit to the plan and I did promise 8 hour stream, so I completely went through. But in the end, um, what Evie said is basically completely correct. But you said all of that in case you're non-affiliate. What about when you're affiliate?
Like I said, the non-affiliate is when you have like get 7 or 8 people in, just stream like an hour and that's it. But when you're affiliate, it depends, I guess. Like I only stream for like 2.5 hours max, because the moment I start losing my energy is the moment where my business card isn't getting delivered anymore. So if people walk in on that last half an hour where I am drained and no, um, oh glorious, there will
It's
be
coming.
one.
It's coming,
It's
Gloria. It's
coming.
coming.
It's ready, but it's not yet out there. So I didn't give Hawk the permission to use it.
Yep.
Maybe if you sit till the end, I can give a little sneak peek. Maybe depends on how
But
I
stay
behave.
until the end.
So yeah, I was saying like, if you are a streamer that isn't like full hyped all the time and is like low key just gaming and talking, if you can keep up that same energy, go as long as you want. But yeah, I just keep my energy up.
Yeah,
That's it for me.
Honestly,
and
I don't stream for more than 2 hours. Like I just never.
yeah,
Even if I'm getting on really early and it's a night that's going to be busy for whatever reason, or even if I've got like a new thing to do or something like that. Like once I've done 2 hours, I've done 2 hours. I'm hitting raid and I'm going to bed. Like,
Oh, you stick with me.
or on a Friday, I'm gonna sit and listen to some music, and then I'm gonna go to bed.
fair. I mean,
But
so there's my personal friend that's called the Only Rocker.
yes,
He said, I'm not affiliate yet, and I stream for about 4 to 5 hours. Will
Don't
with
do it.
with constant 4 to 3 viewers.
Don't do it.
if there's going to be a slight difference of opinion between the three of us here. I think personally, obviously, if you're trying to get affiliate, if you are streaming, and you'll get, obviously you need to stream for a certain amount of hours, like anyway in a month. But if your viewer count does not go less than I'd say 4 throughout that entire stream, even if you stream for 10 hours, if you've got 4 people there continuously and it never dips below that, then you're helping yourself get to affiliate. Maybe
Yes.
in the long term, you're probably long term, you're hurting your averages because you'll do 100 hours or something with like a 4 viewer average. But if you're pushing for affiliate, then that's going to help you. But then once you've got affiliate, it's going to then hinder you until. But then that's the whole thing of like when you get affiliate, maybe take a week off and then your numbers will reset and all that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
Just a little side note. The Only Rocker, congratulations. You are my 500 follower and the 400 follower of Hippo.
Oh, nice.
Hey,
Yay! Hype in chat, hype in chat.
Hype, eyes emojis everywhere. Eyes emojis everywhere. Come on.
Sorry,
Come on.
just had to just
I
spill it
didn't
out.
even notice. I don't have my Twitch open. I have no idea. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Hype in chat, hype in chat. Sorry, guys.
No, that's
Had to
that's
be
okay.
acknowledged.
So, what Hippo said is very true. If you're constantly sitting on 3 to 4 hours, for 3 to 4 viewers, the entire 4 to 5 hours, stick to it. But if you like stick on 4 viewers for like an hour, maybe 2 hours, then don't. That's where you hurt yourself. That's where you hurt your stream. Um, okay. And he actually made a very good point and explained literally everything there is to it. And I totally agree. I don't think I can add anything to it. What about you, Evie? Do you have anything to add to what Hippo said?
Hmm. Well, not really. Like, just my opinion on a non-affiliate is like, also just ask your mom, dad, friend, someone who's not on Twitch to just make a freaking account and just sit there for an hour. Just put your stream open and have a lurk. Like, I'm sure you can get like 5 or 6 people to lurk you for an hour.
You can
How
lurk
much?
your own stream, by the way.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can lurk your own stream, but not more than 2 tabs on Google Chrome.
Oh, this is a good. Oh, this one is a good. Ferne, oh my god, you are the most amazing question giver of the evening.
She is awesome, by the way. Go check her out. Everyone in chat,
How
check her out.
much?
She's awesome.
How much does viewer average matter in affiliate? You mean if you are an affiliate, right? Like, does it still matter after you are affiliate? I guess that's the question, right? Someone? Anyone? Hello?
Waiting for it. Waiting for it.
Oh, she's there. She's
I
there.
presume so. I presume so.
Yeah.
Yes.
So-
Yeah.
We actually had in our community we had that discussion, like not really a discussion, it was more like a talk, but for me it matters a lot. Like, I am trying to grow, and if I have 2 or 3 streams where I hit like only 12 average, I am disappointed. Hippo knows. Like, if I get like 2 or 3 streams after each other in a row where I only have like 12 average, I'm like, damn, my stream is going terribly. Like, it's because my goals are set, and I personally want to grow as much and as fast as possible. And I have set goals and I want to achieve a lot of things. But if you don't have those goals and you don't want to achieve those things, or you aren't just an ambitious person, not everybody is ambitious. You don't have to be, that's okay. So for me personally, yes, it matters a lot, but there are a lot of people who don't care about it as well.
Like me.
Yeah. I care more about your average than you care about your average.
Literally, when you tell me how many people I had, and I'm like, oh, okay, great. One of the best tips, personally, one of the best tips that I ever got given that resonates well with me. Again, I know. Again, this one will disagree, as we well know. The best tip I ever got was stop looking at how many people you've got. Just stop looking.
Yep.
Pretend you've got 1,000. Talk to everyone that's there. It will come.
I actually have no idea how many viewers this podcast is
I've got it
having
off.
right now.
I've got it switched off. Who knows?
I still have no
There's
idea.
1,000 of you. Do you know what I mean? Like, simple.
That's the difference between the both of
20.
us. Like,
thank you,
I
but
agree. Oh, that's a tip we said last week. Never share viewer count in chat.
yes,
Never do that.
it doesn't. I mean,
It's a very good tip. Don't.
let's say that you're streaming. If you actually like really care about the numbers, you'll actually be disappointed at some streams will actually disappoint you. Not everybody can have free time to check you every single day or every single stream, I'm gonna say. You actually take a look and you find yourself like with 5 viewers instead of the usual 20. Let's say that. Seeing that you have 5 viewers only will actually get you depressed. And if you get depressed on stream, people will actually leave. They don't want to actually join a person who's depressed on stream. I mean,
It's never shown on stream, but I am pretty bummed afterwards. Like, if I have a bad stream, like for me, that's a bad stream.
We did talk about it. Having one bad stream is okay. Of course, everybody have those calm, slow days.
Having 10 is fine.
Yeah, I mean, we also I mean, me and Hippo, you're not gonna relate to this. Easter
Everyone won't
holidays.
relate. No, you're out. Yeah.
Easter holiday.
Glorious is agreeing with me. He knows what's up.
Yeah, I mean, on some level, I do understand what you mean. Of course, I'm not denying that it's not there. No, of course it's there. It's actually very, very normal to feel like that. I'm not saying that, but
Sorry,
but but
I
basically,
had to.
what vibe you give on your stream, the viewers will vibe with you on the same level.
Mhm.
If you're happy, they're gonna be happy with you. If you're depressed, they're gonna be
Exactly.
depressed, and they're not gonna be depressed. They're just gonna leave you depressed. Of course, I'm talking about depressed about viewer counts. I'm not talking about depressed about real life issues. No, that's something
Mhm.
completely different.
Mhm.
Um, but never ever look at your view count or never like say to anyone, "Hey, you have 40 viewers."
Yeah, don't
No,
don't. Yeah, that's one of the worst things.
that will come up as like the jealous type or like the envious type, and that fucking sucks. Actually,
Or another thing that can very much look like is, especially if you're the kind of person that's like if you're coming in, and even if you're like a subscriber to a channel or something, and you come in and you say, oh wow, you're on uh, uh, 24 people, well done, 24 viewers, great. Anyone who's new is going to think, oh, okay, so you're getting really excited at 24 people. You're just really excited because the numbers are up. You're not excited because of the personalities that are here with you. And then that makes your viewers feel more like a number and less like a person who's trying to interact. Like, and then yeah, trust me, you'll see drop off. Trust me.
uh, um. But other thing, gonna round about to a question Rocker asked.
Yes.
Should I just stick to streaming Apex? The
No, we
short,
already covered that.
the short answer or the long answer, because they're both leads to
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, they both need to know, but we can explain. We can either just say no and move on, or we can tell you why.
We already explained it like last stream and this
Yeah.
one. So do you have a only English chat, Hawk, or not? Because my banhammer is
Yeah.
itching.
I've got my sword ready.
That's not even Arabic. I have no idea what they're saying actually. I'm trying to understand. I am seriously trying
Just
to understand.
I'm sorry, just to be sure.
There you go.
That's okay.
Glor said it right. It's going to be very hard to put yourself out there if all you do is play Apex, because
Well,
how
guys,
many hundreds of thousands of people are playing Apex?
yeah, please stop talking about this. I hate to ban anyone actually on stream, so actually
Oh, too late. I'm sorry.
that's
You
okay.
have
I
no
mean,
idea what they are saying, so it can be hurtful for your content.
they talked about sensitive subjects. I don't like talking about any of this.
Oh,
Um,
no worries.
no, that's actually I'm not questioning, but I'm glad you did actually. You need to. Okay, so Rocker, we talked about streaming the overly saturated games, and I did talk to you about this before. I did talk to you about this before. Um, so we talked about Twitch Strike, which is basically a website that will show you
Mm,
Yeah, it's in
what.
chat. It's in chat.
Yeah,
mm,
Evie just sent it to you. It will show you what games is the best to stream at a certain point of day. Let's say you stream like at 8 p.m. or like 9 p.m. or whatever it is. Just look at Apex, search for Apex, and look how it performs like at this time. It will show you when's the most popular time for what time is the most popular time for this category like Apex. It has. Can we show the Twitch strike again?
1 second. Let me. Ooh, why doesn't it work? So, just add Twitch Strike to Google because for some reason the link doesn't work. So I just copied the link. Maybe like this. Wait 1 second. Let me try again. Oh yeah, now it works. Now it works. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. Now it should work.
All right.
Yeah.
yes.
Basically,
Let me share. Yeah,
basically,
there we
if you
go. Wait 1 second. Let me know when you can see it.
All right, let me just check it real quick. There we go. So
Yeah, okay.
we showed this before. I think you went to lurk or went to your stream. I think, I don't know. No, actually, can we put Apex, please?
Oh, yes, of course.
So,
Can I search in here or?
how can you not search? I always search.
Yeah, but I'm a noob.
No, I can't see the search button as well.
But while they're looking to try and get Apex up, anyone who
Just
doesn't know, Twitch Strike is the kind of site that's going to basically show you who's playing what game at what time, how many viewers there are for each given game, each given category, so that you can better understand. Like if you've got a small library of games, you can have a look at each of these games that you've got. And their stats on Twitch Strike and stuff. And before you know it, you're gonna, one of them's gonna have less saturation than the other one. So like if you're an Apex main, then that's okay. You can play Apex. That's fine. You should be playing games that you enjoy. But I wouldn't just stick to one thing, especially if you've got other things that are going to bring you more people to come to your channel, which in turn is going to help your community grow, which in turn means that when you do then play Apex, more people are going to come and watch you play Apex because they're there for you and they're not just there for Apex.
Yeah. Glorious sent a link in the chat for Apex on Twitch site.
Thank you.
Well done, Glor. Well done, Glor.
Thank you.
So-
I'm sorry for being such a bot. This time I'm the bot.
No, that's okay. So, if you look at when's the most popular time for this game, like on Sunday, 9 p.m., it has 5,133 channels currently streaming the game. It has over 17,000 viewers, which is a lot for a streamer, like a startup streamer, to focus on a game as big as this. But even at the least popular times, it's still way too much. It's
That's
still
like 3 viewers per channel.
yes.
That's not a lot.
I mean,
But then it won't be 3 viewers per channel because there's going to be lots of people that are sitting on hundreds of viewers. So it just shows how bad it's going to be.
yeah. So I mean, you can actually look for a certain game, like any different game. Actually, you have to search for something. I mean, Steam, every other gaming platform has millions of games that can be actually interesting and fun. I'm not saying that don't stream games that you like. I'm not saying play some games that you hate just to grow. No, that's not the way as well. I mean, you just have to find common ground between everything so you can actually focus on it and focus on yourself and help yourself grow. And I'll actually be sending you a couple of discords, or not couple. I'll actually send you a discord after we're done here. So and everything will be actually much better and much more like clear. I want to say clear. Yeah. Sorry, English is not working with me today, so I'm sorry about that. But I think we're good. I think we covered everything that we're supposed to talk about today. We got a lot of helpful question. Of course, 90% of it is for Nay, so thank you for Nay very much. You're actually awesome. So thank you very much. And of course,
Is there
thank you everybody for the
anyone in
questions.
chat? Yeah. Is there anyone in chat who has like a final question?
One last subject for us before we disappear.
Rocker, we talked about
Rocker has.
yeah, I just want to say a note. We talked about a couple of things that are way like so important last week. I'm not it's okay. It's the fact that you can't grow a glorious beard like this. It's okay. You do have one, but it's not as glorious.
Glorious has a glorious beard.
A glorious did have a glorious beard. Not anymore. He did a fuck Santiago.
Oh, same glorious, same. I have the same glory.
Rocker, seriously. last week's episode, we did discuss a lot of important stuff that can actually help you out. Do check it out. It can actually be, I mean, from the feedback that we got, it can actually be very helpful. So do check it out and do let me know if you actually need anything. And I'll always get your back. Brother, I got you. I got you. So, seriously,
Seriously,
I'm
thank
curious if you have advice about
any
games on
advice
the
on
other side
games
of.
and other stuff? Very few viewers and streaming it.
That's what I
So
do. That's what I do.
whatever he does.
I always
Exactly.
play the very few viewer games, and I love it. And I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. I actually get the most rates out of it. Like I have a lot of people, and I'm usually always top of the list or like second on the list of that game. If you have like 3 or 4 other streams on the same time that do it, and I usually get rated for it. Like they finish the game or something like that, and they look and they are like, "Oh, this looks like a decent stream." Because mostly, if you have like 5 different streamers, the chance that the other 4 have a webcam is very low these days. Like, and then they just pick the most quality streamer and they just rate that one. So I do get more rates out of it as well.
Can I be honest
So
about this? I mean, something I feel strongly about. I mean, um, streaming for like in a category that has very low viewers or like follows or whatever it is, unless you have like at least a small community to get you on the top of the list, it doesn't, it won't do you as good as you think. What do you think?
I
Um,
I mean, it's like a category with like not many followers or viewers. It's most probably gonna be filled with like 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 viewers only. Am I
yeah.
right? So, in case that if that's true, that all the categories gonna be filled with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 viewers. So you'll get lost in the mix unless you're in the top of the category by your own community. It
Yeah.
it won't do you as good. That's how I honestly feel about it. Okay, if it didn't
But
do the
then
face, so
again,
we're
yeah,
good.
it also depends on the game, I think.
Yeah,
So, uh, for my own personal example, obviously the three of us here, we all play our varied games. We all have our things that we like. The game that I played on stream that brought me by far the most organic traffic like ever was Star Wars Squadrons, because it's the kind of game that's never got more than 20 people in the whole world that are streaming it, but it's got like 40 or 50,000 followers as a category. Um, and so obviously the moment, and it's like you said, obviously, if most of these categories that or games that have got not a high viewer count is because people are not like it's ones and twos and threes and that's about it. So the moment you're dropping in with 10, 12, 15, it puts you straight at the top. And then the moment you're at the top, when someone goes to look at the game, which like I do a lot, that's how I find new people. I go and look at a game and then I have a little scroll and see who's about. If you're at the top, you're clickbait number one. You're clickbait number one. If you're at the top, you're at the top.
that's exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. Streaming in a low followed or low viewed category depends on you having at least a small community to get you to the top of the
Having a
list.
few people that are going to come and watch you no matter what you're
Exactly.
playing.
or you know how to hide the shit up. Like in my first week of streaming, I did a 100 follow goal stream because I promised my friends I would. It was actually a joke. I thought I wouldn't have 100 followers in the first 5 months or something, so I wasn't worried about it. But I told them before I started streaming, if I hit 100 followers, I will do a Freddy Fish stream, like the kids game. And I did. Like, I just, the first week of streaming, like, I just barely started. I think it was I wasn't even affiliate yet. I think it was my third or my fourth stream, something like that. And I was rated about 7 or 8 times that evening by people that say, this girl is fucking playing Freddy Fish. We want to see that. It's so funny. I got visits by some people that are partners that saw it online and they just wanted to see me play Freddy Fish because they thought it was so funny. So that's a game. If you look it up, you will have 0 viewers. 0. Nobody will watch it. But if you stream it and you take it the right way and you make it an event, every stream should be an event, people will definitely show up.
Another thing that you can do, and I feel it's very important for your growth. It doesn't have to be from the start, of course, but it's basically having a theme night. Like Ivy, you
Yes.
have that
I do.
Metal Release Friday. Hippo, you started the book club.
Yeah, I've got book club, and then I've got Marvel Monday as well
Exactly.
because I love Marvel. So on Monday I play Marvel games or anything to do with Marvel.
Yes, and I started this podcast just last week. It's not something I
Yeah.
did a very long time ago, but having um like a theme night, it doesn't have to be just one night of the week. It can be like 2 nights a week, depending on your schedule and how often you stream, of course. Um, but this will actually help you a lot and will give you a good amount of growth.
I wouldn't specifically say team night. I would go a little further. I would say try to do something that's unique that you don't see on Twitch all the time. Because
Yeah,
you can do horror night because fuck that shit. My entire viewer list has a horror night 1 day a week. That won't grow you that much. But if you do something unique, like book club, like a podcast, like Metal Release Monday, I have handed out a few free ideas to some of my friends recently. Like, do something that you're strong at, like that genuinely interests you, and you already do that work anyway, and add that to your stream.
Yep, that's how you.
Only
I
thing I
mean,
would
yeah.
I would add to that. Sorry, Hawk.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
no, it's okay.
The only thing I would add to that point that Evie's just made here is that don't forget that Twitch is not just about video games. There is a much, much, much bigger beast out there if you know how to tame it. Like much bigger.
Mic drop. Not literally.
Yeah, don't get smashed.
Don't do it.
But like, but yeah, it's not like again, you've got the wonderful Evie here does music. You're watching a podcast right now. This isn't video game gameplay, is it? But you're all sitting here, right? You're all having a good time, right? And obviously, like I do book club. There's other little things when the technology advances, and I get this gets a little bit further. Like I've got this thing sitting here. Don't think I'm not going to utilize this motherfucker and get out there whenever I can, because
That would be
you
dope.
should bring you should. If you, I guess, side note, yeah, it really would be dope. But if you enjoy something and you have a camera, bring it to stream. Try it. It might go really well. It might flop. Not saying that everything you ever try is going to go great, but like it might really pop off. I just spotted it. She's already replying. Don't worry. I'm not here to promo myself, guys. Just no.
I think we did a fair share of talking today. I mean, at least I covered everything I had said. I mean, I had everything I planned for. We even talked about some things we didn't plan for. I mean, that's a podcast in the end. So I think it's time to wrap. What do you guys think?
Is
I
Gloria,
mean,
is Gloria still in chat?
is
Gloria,
Gloria
are
still
you
here?
still there?
Gloria's still here.
Oh, Gloria.
Mr. Taylorius.
He's here.
Yeah, he's here. Yeah, he's here. Yeah, he's here.
Just for you, I'm going to sneak peek my
Oh shit.
What's the point?
my
Okay.
my logo.
The focus
Just
is
for
gonna
you,
be on
Gloria.
Ivy right now.
I'm sorry.
All right, hold on.
Oh wait, why is it so blurry? Oh my god, put the focus back off. Why is my cam so blurry on your stream?
Right.
It's Discord. It's Discord. It's because of Discord.
Yeah, it's not on my screen like this. Like,
I mean,
okay.
I don't know. Yeah, do it.
Let me just.
Hey, yes.
Yeah.
How good does
Come on.
that
That
look?
is sick.
How good does that look?
That is sick.
Doesn't it look good?
No, I'm not trying to do her dirty. No.
No. No print screening that. It's not out yet.
Patent pending.
Copyright. Amaze balls.
Mhm.
So I think it's about time we wrapped around here because
Yes.
we did 2 hours 40 minutes. Wow. I actually didn't feel that.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was quite that late.
But it was fun. Just like
Oh.
last week, I really enjoyed it.
By wrapping up, we can give our final tip with the viewers. Always rate someone after you finish streaming.
Even if you
Ding,
have
ding, ding,
one
ding.
viewer, even if you've only got one person, raid someone. Always, every stream, doesn't matter. Doesn't
So
just
hard.
even if you've got no people, hit raid. It doesn't matter. Send a group of 0 people. At least you tried.
You always have one. You always have
Well, yeah,
yourself.
you'll always have one because you always have yourself. So
Who are we rating today, Hawk?
Let's see.
let me see. I do see. Let me see.
I can actually start the raid for you, so you can just let
Yeah,
me know
so
if you
can
want to
I.
raid.
I'm
Yeah, but
checking
just
out
follow.
who's online and maybe needs the raid actually. Maybe non-affiliate. I always prioritize non-affiliates. Help him out.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through Discord right now to see if there's any nons that are on.
There is someone. Flail Gunner.
Okay.
Is Flail not affiliate yet?
He's
No.
not yet. He's
I
the
did
guy
not
who.
even know that. I did not even know that.
He's the guy who did my alerts for me, so I actually love the guy.
I do
I
have
love him.
actually a little hint about that. Okay, we do this now. But I don't have permission. Oh, I'm not an editor. I can't do it. I'm sorry. You have to do it yourself.
It's okay. It's okay. I just want to wrap up before we start the raiding process.
I actually try to raid people that I know I have a big chance that they will already be back. Like, I always try to go for people with like 20 viewers to raid, mostly. Or I do something special like I did yesterday and just try to hype it up for a friend. But I try to I try to raid bigger streamers. Like, not the big streamers, but
He was just there.
what is he laughing about?
I'm sat there and I'm scrolling through my list of Twitch people thinking, oh, who's online? Who's online? Who should we raid? Who should we raid? And in my head I went, oh, Warhawk's on.
I'm sorry, that was oh my god. On that note, guys, on that note, it's time to go.
Oh my god, yeah, we should go, man. It's bedtime.
No, I'm not gonna end. I'm not gonna end yet. I wanna listen to this.
Oh no, my
Me too, Glorious. Me too.
Can we just end this call?
Okay, Hippo is done for the day. So if you listen closely, you can still hear him laugh. Oh, okay, he's still here.
Forgot to mute the mic.
Just make a sound and he'll
Sorry,
laugh.
guys, I needed a moment to compose myself. Oh, oh, you made me cry.
Definitely gonna add that to my impression. I can't fucking wait for that.
Oh, that horrible impression of me. Like,
Spot on.
just wait until I do an impression of you, Glorious. Just you wait, sir.
I'd get. So,
Well,
thank you
yes.
first of all, thank you everybody who tuned in to today's stream, to today's podcast. Actually, I really hope this helped answering. We actually focused on questions more than we did last week, so I think that's a good thing that we did that. I really want to thank you, each and every one of you, for taking the time and checking this podcast. Even if you did it for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, or for the whole thing, thank you so much. I really appreciate everything. And I really hope this helped you, even for 1%. Just if it helped 1%, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful and happy about it. So, if it needs to happy, yeah. Tucson is requesting a happy dance.
Happy dance, happy dance. Go on. Warhawk and Ripple, just join me on one happy dance. Come on.
I literally was. I was there doing it.
Not people.
Happy dance, happy dance. Ripple, you have the worst happy dance in the world. Oh my god. Never happy dance on your channel, please. It's
That's
disgusting.
why I don't.
Happy
Right.
dance. There you go, guys.
So, so again, I really did thank you guys again. I really hope this helped. I really hope. I mean, if you do have more questions, more things to talk about, do let me know. I will actually give them a lot of thoughts and will add them to things to talk about in future podcasts, of course. And of course, thank you to Eviwisa and Helzip for being my guests for the second week. They're the best. Much love, guys. Much love, everyone in the chat. Thank you guys for tuning in today. And let's go give Flare Gunner a proper raid. Spam those emotes. Not necessarily, not necessarily my emotes. Not necessarily my emotes.
Much
Just
higher.
spam emotes. Hype the chat. Give him a good time, and let's try to get him to affiliate. This guy is awesome. He's like an old school metalhead, which I love. He's Swedish and he's very chill. So, see you guys there. Have an awesome night or morning or evening, wherever you are. Thank you again. 12. Okay, let's go. I'll see you guys later on.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.